back for the second BO3 of today, and this time it's going to be Cozy Black versus Global Clan. This is your RGL Invite 6's Season 14 Playoffs Round 2, and Seeds 2 and 3 should be a pretty close matchup. These teams played each other early on in the season, had a pretty close game where I think Global Clan came up on top. But as you can see, some things change as the season goes on, not just in where they land at their seed, but also the rosters and their roles in the team, and etc. itself. So definitely going to be a nice rematch to watch, and we'll get to see if it's going to be a repeat what we saw last time, where Global Clan comes out on top, or if Cozy Black is going to be a force to be reckoned with and move on to the semifinals.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. It is a rematch, but it's not quite a rematch. There have been some changes, and the maps at least should be familiar to anyone watching. But I'm excited to see Cozy Black and GC. My initial thoughts going into it, I feel like it's relatively even. I think, would you consider GC to be slightly favored here, or do you think it's like even?
I would consider Cozy to be slightly favored.
Really?
But it's still an even game. Yeah, I think so. I think from watching a lot, like obviously things have changed. I think from watching a lot of the games of these two teams in particular, I feel like Global Clan's flaws are easier to notice. So it takes less effort to try to figure out like what do we need to do to like win against this team in particular, which I can talk about more in depth when we start getting a deep dive into the maps and stuff. But it's important to go over the rosters for these teams, as there has been some changes. I'll go ahead and go over the Cozy Black roster, who's faced the most changes out of the two, which is Catface and Speedy on Scout, Trip and Kev on Soldier, Dingo on Demo, and May on Medic. Scouty, he is no longer on the team as of like mid-season, and then recently they no longer have Psy and have Speedy as an addition. On a normal class that he plays. He's not a stranger to it, but definitely when it comes to high-level 6s, I don't think that's a staple of his.
Yeah. For Global Clan, we have Shamu and Scratch on Scout, Grape Juice and Quacks on Soldier, Sin Karma on Demo, and Hannah Burger on Medic. And I believe previously today, I think Shamu and Scratch still playing the same class, swapped roles. That's what I heard. Scratch back on his traditional role of Pocket Scout.
Like halfway through the season, the Scout swapped, or something like that.
Yeah, something, yeah.
Around that time. So it's not exactly the same, and I don't think we're going to be facing off on the map that they previously played earlier in the season, which was Metalworks. In fact, the maps that we are playing in this BO3 are in fact completely Scout Heaven. It's Process, Sunshine, and if we need it, Product. Take a look at the big bands here to see how we landed on it.
Interested to see some more Koth. Always love Product if we get there, but maps should be familiar, Process and Sunshine, but two very different teams that we saw in our previous cast today, so could play very differently depending. I'm excited to see. I'm looking at the bands. I love the immediate. It's funny. Earlier today we were talking about how like Cozy was probably the Granary team, and then they first ran Granary.
They probably didn't play it. I feel like they should be. I mean, even if you lose Psy, adding Kev on as your pocket soldier, like I feel like you could still be a pretty confident Granary team. But Granary is a team that you have to practice a lot. So
and they
at
do
the end of the day,
yeah,
it's not about how good are you at this map. It's about how good are you versus these opponents in particular. Can you diff them that hard? And I think Global Clan is a team that, I mean, they played Granary versus Rome literally just like a couple hours ago. They're already solidifying themselves as a team that's willing to pick it. So if you don't think that you've had recent practice on it, especially with the addition recent of Speedy as your combo scout, who might be making some calls for the team. I'm not sure how that dynamic works quite yet. We'll have to ask them if we get a chance later on. But it would make sense to, like, maybe you're decent at it, but are you good enough to actually beat them confidently? And if the answer is no, then get rid of it.
Yeah. I think it's in the Granary and Sultry bands, so Cozy banning, like, the kind of, wild card, the oldest and newest map. Whereas Global Clan, they banned Snakewater, and they banned Gully, which I don't know if there's really a theme there other than... I can understand banning Gully against, like, the Kev team. That makes sense. I feel like
just keep the maps that are wide open and allow scouts to roam free.
Yeah, that it makes sense. And I think Product is the last map. I think that also makes sense. I think we watched not GC. We watched Cozy earlier this season on Product, if I remember correctly, right?
I don't remember.
I think we did. I remember we saw Psy on Product at some point.
If we did play it, I don't think it was that crazy of a match. It doesn't stick out in my memory. It might have happened though.
It was Cozy, I think. Yeah, because I remember we watched Scion Product. I was like, ooh, Scion Product, and it didn't go that bad. I don't remember if they won.
I do remember that concept.
Yeah, it was versus Froyo, and Froyo won, I think.
Okay, that's why I don't remember it. Yeah, it was versus Froyo, so I like...
Oh, do you just, like, naturally just, like, forget all of your Froyo matches? Or they all just kind of blend together?
I forget the Froyo matches unless Froyo loses.
Honestly, kind of same.
Now I vividly remember that match where Cozy went into it and they started doing really good, and then Froyo adjusted and then won. So yeah. that's why it's not in my memories, because I kind of like, yeah, another day at the office.
Yeah, but it is a new roster though, so that could shake things up. We'll see on that front. But yeah, going into this, I would say Cozy is slightly favored, but I feel like Cozy, it feels like always has roster turmoil like every season in some way. Like people do musical chairs on classes, like Sai switches with somebody, Dingo switches with somebody, like. One
Speedy
of those two.
and Kev could technically switch if they wanted to. Like, if they're in dire straits losing, they, you never know.
Honestly, we might see some, like, exotic trip scout on Product, too, if we're not... depending on how it goes.
Kev's on Soldier, so if we go to Product and Kev will decide to snipe at some point, probably. Trip, if he dies and finds the timing, he'll spawn on Scout, 100%.
Yeah. So definitely a lot of shenanigans could ensue, but going into Process. Same first three letters, but... How are we feeling about Process? This was the Cozy pick, if I remember correctly. Was it?
Yeah. I don't remember, honestly.
Yeah, probably.
It was just in front of our
faces.
Yeah,
Cozy got the first ban, so yes, this is their pick.
Okay, yeah. I got to scrim against Cozy on Process. They're not bad at it. It makes sense why they picked it, But the question is like I keep saying, how good are you in comparison to your opponents? I feel like the path to victory for Global Clan would be to stay on maps where you're very familiar with your environment and you allow your scouts to not be chained down. Which is, funny saying considering they won the Metalworks match, but still, I feel like that's their success. I feel like it's going to be a close one. I mean, it's another thing that we talked about when we were casting the previous match of Maka County versus Mafia, where that was literally seed 4 and 5. This is seed 2 and 3. It should be hard to kind of, put a finger on what you think the actual prediction's going to be. I lean slightly towards the side of Cozy, despite them making a recent roster change. I feel like they shouldn't do that bad. I think it's totally possible that, GC come out on top, though. I'll say like a 3-2 for Cozy, but that's honestly like, I'm kind of pulling that out of thin air. I think with the switch-ups that both these teams have done, I think for us to be more accurate, realistically, we'd probably need to see at least one map of gameplay to kind of feel them out.
I guess also, another fun question. What are the odds that Catface rolls out to one of like the first 3 mids on like SLE class? I think it's like reasonably high.
Catface could go sniper to mid.
Didn't Catface go Brutus to mid earlier this season? He's done some shenanigans. Yeah. I'm expecting like a couple Catface like funny off classing units. He just kind of does it sometimes.
Honestly, I feel like we're gonna see a lot of Spy this match, or this BO3.
Yeah,
because both flank scouts are like addicted to playing Spy.
I believe that too. Also, some sniper. I expect like a fair amount of like Kev sniper, some Shamu sniper or Scratch. One of the two of them.
Probably Shamu.
Yeah. Although Shamu's also very likely to play Spy, so we'll see. Shamu and Scratch. A lot of Spy addicts in the server in general. The only person I don't see who can outclass, who like doesn't usually play Spy is Trip. That's because Trip's on Soldier.
I don't think I've ever seen Trip, like obviously he'll like on Viaduct he'll switch to Scout or whatever.
I've seen him play Spy once or twice.
I don't think I've ever actually seen Trip off class, and I played a whole season with him, every single scrim. Yeah. Played a whole season with him, and I never saw him on anything. No heavy, no engineer, no sniper, no spy.
Too full chart of a player.
So if you, I don't know. I think it's just not his thing. He's lets other people do it. So if we ever see a Trip off class, it's like, I don't care what's happening. If there's an Uber exchange going on, I need to see the Trip off class until he's dead or he switches off.
That's fair. I totally agree with that. I've definitely seen Trip Spy. I don't know, something it just like stuck in my memory. I've seen it like once, I think.
It's like a mythical event.
Yeah, it's like a what's the term? It's like a cryptid, very rare sighting.
So it's definitely a priority if you ever see it. But honestly, considering the team, like the environments and the teams that he's put in, like why would Trip ever off class when he's on a team with Catface, Speedy, and Kev?
Yeah.
Like there's literally no reason for him to.
It
Even if
doesn't
he
mean it
ever,
won't happen.
well, if he ever thinks about it, all he has to do is press tab, and he'll see one of his teammates is already doing it. So it's not gonna happen. That's why it's even extra rare.
Isn't this the team? Didn't one of these teams go double spy at some point? Someone did that this season too.
Yes, there was a double spy.
I forget if that was either Rome or one of these two teams.
The first spy didn't even really make it in. They got caught on their way in.
Yeah, I remember it didn't work, and I really wished it worked because double spy is always funny.
The second spy beefed, I think, and wasn't able to get anything. That would have been sick. That's some OG gravel pit strat.
I'm glad I tactically managed to avoid all the seasons in Highlander and Sixes, so I've never actually had to play gravel pit. But I've heard horror stories.
I have flashbacks of playing CP Gravel Pit in UGC Steel and Silver when I was on a 60 frames laptop, and the double spy strat never worked against me because my frames would drop anytime a spy would decloak.
Oh, yeah, that's smart. I've heard that.
I'd see the corner of my screen go from a green FPS to a yellow FPS. I was like, wait, why did my frames just drop? And I'd look around and I'd see a stray player, a teammate of mine, coming from a weird direction. I'd be like, and it was always a spy.
Okay, also, the reason for the delay is that they're arguing in chat, grape juice is 80 ping or something. And that's a big to-do.
If you're wondering why we entered podcast mode, it's because they're trying to go to another server.
Catface and the rest of Cozy Black are saying, we are not switching servers. And grape juice is I don't want 80 ping. And then now they're saying, guys, hurry up. So,
oh no,
we'll see how it
Sunshine's
goes.
in this map pool.
It is.
Oh no. If this is what process brings.
Oh, grape juice
I can't wait
left.
to see what's happening.
Maybe he's
no! There's even one of the players. Remember the fiasco of Sunshine that lasted an hour and a half. One of the players from that is there.
Yeah, one of the main
already. Oh no, get me out.
One of the main architects of that. One of the two is. Still,
oh no.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Turning this into a cursed map. We already had Sunshine to do with. Now you add Process to the list. I guess it is the sister map, but still.
Yeah, love to see it.
Bad influence.
Yeah, it's just the vibes are not starting off well for either team. Maybe a bit of a grudge match. That's always exciting. I don't think there's any real beef.
Oh, they're swapping. Okay.
Okay. I don't know how they. You say that, but they readied up.
I guess 90 seconds in the future.
Yeah, 90 seconds in the future. I don't know how they what strings they had to pull to get Cozy to agree to that, but that's actually kind of impressive.
I mean, it's kind of a dumb thing to argue because you don't really benefit off of it.
Yeah.
Except maybe having to play against a roamer that has 80 ping,
Yeah. I think that's fair. I mean, I played matches where my team got forced to play on an LA server, and they all had 5 ping because they were all LA players, and my team all had 100 plus ping because LA's way out there. And let's just say I had to talk to an admin to get that fixed at halftime, and then the instant we got on a server where we all didn't have triple-digit ping, we started rolling them. So, not a surprise. That's ping really does matter sometimes.
That feeling when you ask your leader of your ESCA team to please schedule the match ASAP, and they're lazy about it, and it turns out you have to play on a New York server as a West Coast player because that was the only server left available.
Yeah, say what you will about RGL, but ESEA, I remember some very fond horror stories of ESEA.
The most common one, honestly, was you have a Canadian player and you were too slow, so all the Chicago servers are gone, and then all of your teammates are like, can we play on a Dallas server? It's sure, that's centralized, but you're screwing over your Canadian. You better hope they're a scout player.
You always gotta protect your Canadians, as... I think the most common, association for ESEA for me is just people always not having their client work, so the matches take forever to start. Glad I didn't cast during that era because it probably was terrible. Oh, this player's having client issues for the millionth time.
Eventually, cast would be planned and then not happen. Because what would happen is they would schedule for it and then they'd be like, oh, the STV is broken. Not even on the player's end from delaying, but just the ESEA STV.
I forgot it was public. Yeah.
Can you guys switch to a different server? And then eventually, in the beginning, teams are like, yeah, okay, I'll switch to a different server. And then eventually it got to a point where teams would comply and they'd be swapping to 3 servers and it still didn't work. So you entered an era of the casters asking the teams can we swap to a different server to try to cast this? So we're all that's gonna do is kill 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And I got work tomorrow, so no. So you'd get stonewalled and the cast that would be planned would just wouldn't happen. Which I mean, it's not the player's fault.
It's not the player's fault. I was just ESEA.
Yeah.
People always have client issues. There's always at least one match per season that just had to get rescheduled. I feel for every team, it was not good.
It got to the point where I feel like a lot of experienced teams were ending scrims 5 to 10 minutes early, so that you could go in and test
If you do
your
what you were
client
doing, yeah.
ASAP, and then if it had problems, then you would have time to restart your computer. Like if you have, I guess you have an SSD, then you're fine. But I know I didn't. So when I had to restart mine, it'd take ages. And then if it didn't work after I restarted it, I was so screwed. We'd have to start the match and then pause.
My first DSCA match, you know, like the .cup holder thing that opens your like CD drive. I did that, and then when I went to go hit my CD drive, I hit my power button, and my computer turned off, and I had to like take an extra 15 minutes to restart my PC.
Did you blame a pet?
I don't remember what happened. I don't think anything happened in the end. It was just like a nice little anecdote of my first match.
Prime opportunity to blame a pet on the PC turning
I didn't have any pets. I was living in like
Did
Queens
they know
New
that?
York. I was living in New York at the time, I think.
Oh.
Not
They
that you
would've
can't
sussed
have
you
pets,
out.
not that you can't have pets in New York, but like, this is a tiny apartment. I was like, I was a youth. But they are
Update.
switching server. I saw Grape Juice had like 50 ping, which is a lot. Feels significantly better than 80 ping. So
Yeah, and it's
mission
changing to the
accomplished.
correct map. So it looks like we're slight delay, but on track.
On track. Barring any unforeseen disasters or like someone else's ping spiking, and then we gotta go through the whole song and dance again. But let's just hope they have the correct config.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure on product they're gonna mess it up somehow.
Maybe. The 5 CP to Koth swap or vice versa is always a killer. We saw it last VO3.
Yeah, that literally happened today.
Fingers crossed. That's all we can really say.
Fingers crossed definitely is they are swapping maps, people are joining the server, so a little delay, but hopefully not too long. All 12 players were in the server for the other server, so it's not that no one's missing, it's just, the second anything like that happens, people, go to the bathroom or go get food, and it takes long. Okay, now they're reswapping the map again, so the config's correct.
Yeah, that one's for the config. That's good. Okay. Seems like everything's gonna be A-okay. Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood, cross fingers, etc.
Until someone's PC crashes or whatever.
Yeah, get the vibes in order, get the feng shui, whatever you have to do to get the vibes ready for the match.
Get the mandatory tech pause in. We haven't had that yet, only 2 tacks.
Yeah, we have had 2 tacks. I feel like in general, teams have started attacking way more. Like, I feel like nobody used to attack back that day.
Well, I mean, you had half times.
You did have half times, that's true.
So your halftime was your tack.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
You'd be down 3 rounds. And
In
it's
playoffs,
like,
at least in UGC, not in ESEA, but in UGC, in playoffs, you never had it was like 1/2. For the longest time, it was just like 1/2 of Koth, and people never attacked that. It was very strange.
Yeah, it was seldom happened. Like,
yeah.
It's like, you don't want to work against a deficit sometimes, because before the infinite overtime thing, it was like, sure, like, we had a halftime to speak about things, but we're down 0-3. So if we have this next half, like, oh, but even 2-2, we're, like, putting up a good fight, doesn't matter, match is over. They reached 5,
I do have to say, the lack of halftime has significantly, like, even though the overtime is infinite, so which sometimes takes it longer, people always, I feel like halftime always took forever, so.
Yeah.
I have not that much. I'm quite happy with the Danny config overall.
I think this config
just as a spectator.
It's fine like 95% of the time. The
Yeah.
other 5% you get Omega trolled and wished it was 2016 again.
Yeah, but I feel like there was also just like the overall benefit like succeeds. Also, the 5% of the time, like as long as it's not too much, it is kind of funny.
It also control lands, which is scary. Like,
yeah,
if
that is the scary thing. You're right.
If that 5% happens during a LAN, we're gonna have a repeat of that one like.
Wasn't it an I-Series that they got kicked out of the building?
I don't know if it was an I-Series, but it was a European LAN where they literally couldn't finish playing the Grands because they got kicked out of the building, and the Grand finalist teams split the prize 50-50. So they added up the first and second place prize, and then cut it in half. And
it's actually like a very reasonable way of doing it, so I doubt that would ever happen in NA because...
I mean, it was either that or playing online, and I don't think they wanted to play online, because, like, it's the end of a season or the finishing of land is like sometimes just the end for some players. Like, you got other stuff that you have on your plate because you plan out in ahead of time. So they just didn't want to go that route.
I we have
screw it.
7 players. We have 13 players in the server.
Someone's setting up the server.
Oh, that's an admin. Okay, there they go.
Yeah, they're setting up the replacement server. But otherwise, yeah, everyone's in the server.
I saw 13 and I was like, wait a minute, something's wrong.
Yeah, thinking emoji. Yeah, this is not right. I thought I knew how to count.
I thought I did too. Well, it's easy because you just hold tab and see that like one team has like more dudes than the other team.
That too.
But I guess we're in the predictions. It looks like we do have Scratch is AFK. We haven't got the signal that they're going yet, but I guess for predictions on process, this is the Cozy map pick. Do you think it's going to be dominant or, kind of close?
3-2 Cozy.
3-2 Cozy, okay.
Yeah, I think it'll be close. Maybe not as close as my pred, but I don't know. I feel like Cozy should do okay with the roster change, and I feel like I'll talk about this now because I kind of postponed it a bit way earlier. I feel like for the side of GC, I still feel like there's a huge disconnect with their combo that's visible. Like, I'm sure both teams have their issues that, they're only human, they're not refined machines. But the ability to spot how desynchronized, I think, like, Sin Karma can be from his scout, or maybe it's vice versa. I don't know the comms or what they're like and who's not following who. But I feel like he's alone a lot, and because that's so easy to spot, it's easily abused on paper. Where I feel like issues that Cozy might have that GC would need to abuse are way harder to spot, especially because you're going into this not recognizing how they're going to be playing with an additional person, like a new person on the combo. Speedy might have control of a lot of the situation that you're not used to. So it's going to be harder for them to know for sure what to do, but I guess we're about to see because it is going live between these two teams. Winner moves on to the upper bracket semifinals, not of this map, but of the BO3, and loser goes on to play the Mafia, I think, tomorrow at 5 EST. So we're on to the first mid, and we'll see what both these teams have cooked up.
Somebody got instantly, I think Group just instantly ate a pipe or a sticky or something, because he was pretty hurt. Gonna get bombed again, so he's gonna get a bow, get healthy. Our team's all playing the low guard, whereas Blue team is streaming forward on the left side of the map. They are very aggressive, and they might be on the wrong side. They're in the sand corner. Quacks realizes that he bombs it, and there's a very hurt medic on the side, and that medic is gonna die, so May is down, but Quacks and Shumu are gonna trade for it. And Kev is in, and this collapse from Blue is looking pretty good right now. Everybody's dying.
Yep, only one left alive, though, from the side of Speedy. Pushing on to Grape Juice. The Scratch is the one that's 3 HP, but will not find his man, so Global Clan are able to take things away at the tail end of the thing. I think, honestly, the fact that they got May so early was, the thing that gave them the extra heals.
And honestly, they did better than I expected, considering I saw, a soldier bombing them, and they were all grouped up there in the side corner. I was marginally impressed by the fact that they at least managed to get them and traded people out.
Yeah, Quacks got denied, but he did get one rocket that hit both May and Junie and set them red.
Yeah, he did 400
so
rockets.
Yeah, so it was a done deal there. They were able to clean up, got the med pick early, and even though Hannah did eventually die, enough heals were pumped out to keep them mostly alive and allow them to just barely live. But it is a small ad for Cozy, one that it looks like they are not going to want to take. It was only, it shouldn't be this big, it's 40. It wasn't, this is artificially, this large, I think. Should be much smaller than this, because all it was is a difference of med death.
Catface is peeking IT. This is a sneaky angle. They have no idea. He misses. Hannah's moving. Oh my god! They had no idea. They just.
Oh, he gets it. He gets her.
Yeah, it didn't even register that he was on sniper for them until he got his third shot off.
And I saw the first shot. I was like, oh, it's done. It's over.
No, they just didn't even see him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess got to keep an eye on it as well on my side, especially if they're not. So full Uberad from the side of Cozy. Trying to put some damage onto these soldiers to make it much more difficult for them to actually go to the force, and they are pretty successful at that. Hannah's here now, but it's too little too late. They finally found themselves a way in and leave one, keep going. That is indeed the plan. Going towards the choke side is going to be an immediate bomb. It looks like it might be
Kev's going in.
Sent into the stratosphere, trying to catch him out at one door. Hannah is alone, but is able to escape. They're chasing in the lobbies a little bit. Shimmy really weak, but Trip going to die as some traps set by the side of Sin Karma. So overall, an Uber expended to lose one, and as Grape Juice is trying to get through into IT to buy some spaces, they're just drawing through. Actually, this cap is going to get taken through.
Dingo's 18 gets bowed in the nick of time, but Sin and Grape Juice are going to fall in the meantime. Catface is going to be the trade out as there's a blue scout in very deep, but there's 1v1 Scratch. They're all dying.
I mean, honestly, really ballsy play to go for the dry with positional disadvantage off the one player ad. And honestly, at the very beginning, it wasn't bad, but they got disjointed so hard. Cozy made sure that fight was so chaotic that when Hannah died, Hannah was alone. There was no one on the combo. And I'm pretty sure the timing of their aggression of when they were really committing and not just poking through doors to feel things out was pretty off as well. I saw people go all the way underneath the spire while half their team was barely outside a lobby. So there's definitely a huge disconnect there from the side of Global Clan.
Doing a fast rollout. He is very aggressive.
Around, but he is really aggressive. Holy. I'm going to be fine for it though. Grape Juice isn't going to land on him or anything. So at the end of the day, just a slow start, but Kev on Sniper I don't think he's taking a shot yet. No one's taking high
Yeah,
ground.
they have no idea.
Do they know? Maybe they saw him. That's why they're playing like this. They might have seen. They're going for the high
No,
ground.
they saw him now.
Sin Karma is jumping into the opposing sewer. So many weak players. Dingo is going to die, but they give up grape juice for it. Kev on sniper. Sin Karma behind, trying to pipe the sniper. It's not really hitting his shots, but he is locking down sewer. Nice shot rings out from the side of Kev, taking out Quacks. They're losing a couple on the side of Global Clan. They're backing up. Kev's all by himself. 3v3.
Kev should fall. We'll see. It's a crazy shot.
Yep, 3v2 is Global Clan. Honestly, a bit unique of a mid, to particularly on the
from
level
both
of aggression
sides.
they showed as a whole.
I like that they didn't sit there and let Kev get a million shots off.
Yeah,
at least that was a very good idea. Like, even though it's like you wouldn't expect, like, hey, let's have our demo bomb on mid. It worked because, you know,
just bunker into their sewer. He bunkered into their sewer and then flanked into their choke.
Yeah, you know, it's sometimes you gotta think different, and that was the very creative thinking from Sin Karma. Worked in the end as a Cozy on the back feet on their second, just chilling.
Bot mode, if you're listening, please move Sin Karma all the way over to the far right side of that graph, because he'll earn tons of freestyle points there. Honestly, Sin Karma should be in the bottom right-hand corner after this.
Yeah, I don't know. Was that aggressive or defensive though? He bombed.
Oh, I don't know. What do you think? If a demo bombs in.
Yeah, but he aggressively bombed to trap himself off, which is defensive.
No, defense would be sticky sniping the sniper using the arc.
That's just asking you to get sniped.
No, because using the arc to not be in a sniper sticky hits them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, but even Uber's Grape Juice going for the sack, damage on a May, surfs it, hits the wall shot, but May's still alive, 48p, the pistol's coming out, but not quite. Oh, the spam rocking May.
He is so hurt, the pistol actually almost killed May across the map, but
almost dropped.
The LG quite wasn't there, they're gonna get the pack, gonna start moving forward. His trip's gonna die a little early, so a little disjointed there means that's a one-man. And
Catface 1 HP.
Yeah,
taken down. The force does happen though. Overall, the two players going for sacking does indeed work out in their favor, so Cozy find themselves in a good position, but Global Clan, they have some player at. Oh no, they don't really have a player at. Shamu and Grape Juice are rolling out, so they don't really have a 6v4 to try to actually force them. It's a 4v4.
Yeah, so they're just gonna turtle
them.
them.
Got the this classic Sin Karma shutter trap.
I was gonna say, where did he put the traps?
He's not. Is he looking to spot it? Is he gonna go over by a sewer to spot their choke? Yeah, he is. Okay, I think he does this a lot. But they check through the other door, and they're just popping straight through.
Dingo's in super deep.
Sin Karma, yeah, he's trying to find him, drops him down to 19 HP. Kev's gonna be the one tied to a trap, though.
Yeah, Sin actually got a trap during it, so it worked in the end.
They're Ubering to buy space on the side of Cozy, and they're just losing someone. Also, Shamu got behind on what I assume to be through IT. As they bomb in, they take down Dingo as well. This is really bad for the side of Cozy. They bring their entire team back, and Shamu's not even dead. He's all the way back.
Yeah, look at the back cap time. He got so much time.
Oh, and May. Okay, May's fine. Ducked inside too. So much space created.
They're gonna get two off of this.
Might find Hannah. Ducked his way into IT. Body blocked. Unable to find the frag. Hannah lives at 57 HP.
Kev on sniper very quickly. We'll see. He's probably gonna try to get an opening pick. See if he can get the mid wall as they're walking it. Which, unfortunately, there's a lot of doors to pick from. But they're just gonna use through the door. They're all hiding in spawn, but there's no cap time. They're just chilling. They're gonna get tripped. There's a Buddhist in the corner, but there's no way to block the point.
Oh, Sin Karma melted.
Oh, the Kev blocks the point just in time, but it's not enough. As that's going to be the first round for GC, and we're all tied up 1-1.
These Ubers that have been taken fast by the side of Cozy and not taken methodically are definitely not working out.
I feel like both teams are a little disjointed. GC is literally checking for sniper on mid. That's how like everyone knows where strange things happen with the Cozy mids.
Well, you have two new pocket scouts on their team. Like, you know, you don't really know the teams as much anymore, so you don't, like, know them like the back of your hand. It can hard counter them. You kind of just have to guess, and sometimes if you guess wrong, it looks really weird.
Wax is committing for this bomb. He's going in. It's a nuke! Wait, off the damage! They're going to get May, but at the cost of 3 people dying. 4.
Nice rockets from Kev. Pins Grape Juice up against the wall, only 2 left alive. Sin Karma trying to jump out. Take down Dingo? Nope. 1 sticky, but that's all she wrote us. Shamu, last one left alive, getting chased down. Will not find success at getting that pack, and they got May to salvage things and make sure it wasn't too bad, but holy, they ran across the opposing pack uncontested. There was no bomb fast enough. Dingo was not afraid to just stand on their pack and almost killed Hannah just solo. So that would be a done deal there for that mid. At least Global Clan should have an ad because Hannah died way early in the mid, but definitely too small.
A marginal ad.
Yeah, it's not really usable.
Dingo just lagged into IT. I guess he's fine now. I saw him like
it's normal.
You know the thing people do when they lag where they just like walk in a straight line into a wall. He did that. It was like very obvious, but
yeah,
he looks okay now.
He seems fine.
Alright, they're going to be peeking in the lobby, see what they can do. Neither team has Uber yet, so it might be a little early, but they're just trying to get the gun, get some spam. They're going to get Catface off of it. It's the one man. Maybe trying to get Catface to preemptively go sniper.
Yeah, I would imagine that's probably the plan. Just ran in to, like, they didn't even send a soldier as a first sack. That's definitely just like a deliberate scout death to go
like
sniper.
I'm going sniper.
This is a late counter sack from Grape Juice.
He lived. Oh, no, he didn't. Sin ate the pipe. No, it wasn't a roller. Sin just ate the pipe in the face and the splash killed him. Yeah.
Oh, you hate to see it. But
yeah,
we were right. Catface is on sniper. And with this late counter sack, there's going to be a small window of time where there's not enough spam really that will go on a Catface for him to be super afraid of. They're trying to spam down the gun, but he's never mind. He's immediately dead.
He just got walked up by Scratch, but Scratch does that a dingo.
Yeah, he does get the kill there, so that's nice. Buy some extra time, maybe spam on the gun.
She was repairing the gun, but if they get any more spam on this, it's gonna be tough. Grape Juice eats two.
Oh, died for the sentry gun, Sins. That's gonna be another pick there. More room for them to spam this.
Oh, they're gonna get the gun now. And this is turning into a disaster. Sin might they have to use.
They save their demo. And only losing Trip? Oh, they might just Uber immediately. Yeah, they're gonna chase
they
it.
are.
Look at this. Hannah's so close. Hannah doesn't have a way to escape really. They're chasing her down. Able to get 3 overall with this Uber. They definitely play that high octane and it's working in their favor. Gonna lose 1 in Speedy. The respawner comes in from the side of Grape Juice. May down to red HP will eventually die. Dingo really weak as well. Catface on sniper gets a headshot to Sin Karma as Grape Juice is gonna try to counter his shoulder, but doesn't not succeed in getting the frag as overall. Cozy played that perfectly. The timing of the bomb, holding the ground inside of lobby to make sure they can Uber straight back into Global Clan, who overextended. What a round to take as they lead 2-1 here on Process.
Yeah, they got that all with Grape Juice just dying to spam. That was their opening.
That was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
It was funny. They, generally you want the gun to Mr. President you, not the other way around.
Yeah, that's it. It wasn't purpose. It wasn't on purpose.
Yeah, it wasn't on purpose, but it was quite humorous. But not for Grape Juice, as GC are gonna find themselves down and around.
See, he spotted, first shot
gets Shamu.
And Scratch is already weak. This man's over. Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah. Nice little, and Catface is already on Sniper to try to sack in a second. So I think Process definitely, not that it's, I'm not going to say the bed is a little underdeveloped, but I think Sniper and Process, you have such a wide angle that it's kind of strong.
As long as you're confident, I mean, you know.
Because you can just chill and choke, and you can see the entire map. If you're good at hitting your shots, you can hit those airshot headshots. Go for it, why not?
Shamu Sniper, so that's going to be their ticket to try to prevent this from... Oh, Dingo!
Oh, there goes Dingo.
Al-Qaeda, he's just dead. That was the sniper, the counter sniper is going to be their ticket to try to prevent Cozy from breaking the stalemate. But overextended demo will do the trick. But now you have a sniper. I mean, you can try to poke and prod. Drees is in IT if you can make some space. Kev gets pushed off the high ground, needs to eat a pack, but doesn't look like
Shabu's on the left side. I don't know if they know. Scratch is gonna get body shot, but Shabu peeked and he saw him. Okay, Kev's looking at the angle now. Yeah, Kev went, or Catface went dead.
Yep, so once
Shamu
again,
had to hit that first shot.
Once again, trying to push 65 with Shamu dead. Sin Karma really aggressive. Kev tries to go for the kill. Will indeed die. Sin Karma lives to fight another day. 1v1 almost happened inside IT. The Grape Juice will indeed win.
Dingo really aggressive as well. Dingo did so much damage to Scratch, but not enough as look how aggressive they are. They're just not. No one's using, but they're so close. And Dingo, Sin's got to be careful. He's getting shot from the side, but they're gonna end up backing up.
Oh, he's barely living. Barely living. That was really scary though for him. But
Scratch getting body shot on cooldown. At least he's smart enough. Scratch is peeking choke with a buff almost every time, so. Oh, no, not that!
Oh no, that's Scratch. Like projectile classes do that.
Tough.
Yeah, you gotta hit him with the splash, you know.
Yeah.
So
that's a pick to work off of. One less scout to deny a bomb or do whatever. Grape Juice is hurt as well, so he's going to be out of this fight. So that's a big opportunity here.
Time, though. Nice pipe from Sin Karma. They've had a scout pick this whole time. The first 2 times it was
there's
Shamu.
Another one.
And yeah, I mean, it's not better than any of the other times though, because Trip's dead now, so it's just a 5v5. Before it was advantageous for them, and they weren't able to find their.
Should we back up on Sniper? Getting double bumped, and there goes Catface.
Okay, they traded. That's something. Grape Juice is unable to counter sack or anything. Oh, that's 544, but want to get the sniper out of the equation. Kev's in, doesn't hit the air shot. Tries to get some damage. Sin Karma tanks the rocket. Sacks all around. Headshot ring out on Trip, I believe, from the side of Scratch, but we're not really budging here. It's just been 3 minutes off the clock, I think.
This is
Shamu's dead again. Are we in an infinite loop where Shamu, like, they're down a scout on Global Clan, but Cozy can't find a way to break it, and there's just at least one sniper on the field at all times? Look at Speed. Speed's going for something now. This is new.
He got body shot in there.
Maybe. Ring Quack.
Oh, but that actually gets the force. All right.
All right, enough of the distraction. Speedy going behind, drawing eyes. The bomb comes at the same time, and there goes the force. So, try again. Maybe not 3rd time's a charm, but eventually you get the job done.
We'll have to see how they want to push. They're going to go IT, which makes sense. They want to peek into the sniper. That also means they're going to get spotted pretty early, and their sticks there. Okay, they eat them. Very smart to death through the traps. They're going to back up, and they're chasing all the way to last. They got to be careful there. They're going to end up getting second off of this. I don't know if there's going to be a refight. It's a 6v6. They might just chill and back up with their 30% head.
Yeah, now it's the question, does Global Clan want to push out of last with 4? Yeah, there's some teams that wouldn't. There's some teams that wouldn't. So,
yeah,
you never know.
I can understand if you're not confident you're pushing out a last. Like if you're very confident in your last holds and not pushing out, I could see it. A lot of teams, yeah.
Considering the lack of off classes, I think they're pushing out though. They're eyeing lower. It's kind of seen though. Kev poked around in 2, isn't unable to really do too much.
Catface is in the spot, is he?
Trip stuck in IT. He just loses a 1v1 to Quacks, and now Dingo and Al Qaeda. Oh, he barely gets an arrow.
He gets piped. Oh my lord.
Jeez. Alright, so it's going to be 1 frag. They didn't even use the Uber, though. Really good job from Global Clan making it not a leapfrog. Yeah. And oh my god, we're back to square one. We're back on Global Clan second.
At least they're making it entertaining.
Catface is going back. He's going back to spawn. He wants to snipe. Oh my god, we are in an infinite loop.
At some point, someone's going to hit like a crazy shot and they'll push second, right? It has to happen. Because they're hitting their shots, they're just unable to do anything after they kill the scouts trying to block the sniper.
Yep, well, I mean, the question is the sniper going to be surprised? Because I talk about surprise shots and how they can be really strong and important, but does it even exist when you're playing against Captain?
No, they saw the Quacks was like sitting through the fence and just saw him through the fence. So
okay, so
they know there's a sniper.
Yeah, I think before they opted to go for a counter sniper, didn't really work out. I'm kind of curious what they're going to do this time. They can't.
I think you can, if you're confident. Like I think Shibu should be confident enough to maybe go for a round 2, and then if you feel round 2, then you come up with a new plan.
They're bombing the shutters, buying space. Okay, Shamu's going through IT.
Oh, they're bombing Trip and Choke. Trip got flushed out at Choke, so
just behind.
That's one thing. Oh, there goes Quacks.
If they lose 1, Shamu's trying to escape now that they've lost Quacks. I think he'll be successful in that. So overall, just 1 down. A soldier this time. Maybe that's the difference, really, from the side of Cozy. Dingo's so aggressive. He's getting pushed back all the way to Al Qaeda. Bombing
Sid's just walking in.
The Uber exchange comes out. Holy, it's a family Uber for the blue team, but it's the soldiers that are dead for the side of Global Clan. They flashed a lot, sure, but Dingo bombing in, Scratch caught. Not caught enough, though. Able to just take the damage, eat it, and find his way out of the shutter. So finally, Cozy find their footing. Enough in the tank to take second as their own. But honestly, still a stalemate scenario as we find Global Clan on their last.
Yep, Cafe's still on Sniper, so I expect to see a lot of Sniper tonight just in general between the 3 maps. And definitely not letting me down so far, as Cafe's going to peek in. They know at this point they just have to make sure. Yeah, Sin even jumps out. Just doesn't want to even give him a chance to see it as a Grape Juice. He's going to dodge the first one, but I don't know if he's aware.
Oh, Trip? Oh, Trip was almost caught. I think Quacks hit his head and messed up the rocket. But
yeah, people are getting body shot left, right, and center, but no headshots yet. We'll have to see.
Oh, 2 peek, the 2 peek, the 2 peek.
He got it so deep and he just walked away.
Oh, that's scary.
That's scary for both teams.
Yeah, Quacks is just sitting on the beam. I think he was just bad rotation, like needed.
Yeah,
had
to get
bad
ammo
timing for the rotation. Needed the buff to watch the door.
Yeah.
And that's when the sniper swung.
Trip getting kind of sauced. He's gonna back up.
Yeah.
Eats 2 directs. Cafe slow peeking 2 again. He's gonna miss his shot onto Scratch, so Scratch is there and immediately eats a Sin Karma pipe, gonna back up, and
time to rotate lobby.
Yeah. Time to rotate lobby. There's stickies there. Door. There's a rogue sticky that's just getting launched around.
Peek through 5 or something. Or like shove 2.
No, he's trying to shoot the 2-player, I think.
Yeah. No, he's moved over to 5 now.
Okay, now he's moved over to 5.
Trying to get Grape Juice.
Oh, he gets body shot.
Though. Nice job from Scratch. Peek through the ankle through 3.
Yeah.
Able to take the sniper out of the equation. But Quack's unable to counter sack. Grape Juice is actually fight Speedy. Oh my god, Speedy's at 3 HP. Fought him inside lobby, barely escaped, and that's going to mean that Grape Juice also does not have the HP to go for a counter sack. So it's just going to be stagnant there. I guess, if you think about it, Speedy's job is to deny the soldier. I guess he technically did that, but that was really risky. I mean, I guess it would have just been a 2-man, but still.
Guess who's back on Sniper?
I wonder who.
And Cafe Scratch is in lobby this time, so it's a little different. Scratch is posted up in the lobby angle. He's going to back up. Hit HP as a. It's not, I hope they have a plan B. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, honestly, Sniper kind of is the only plan, and like realistically, like it's not. Don't take my words super literally, but like realistically.
No, I gotcha.
You can't spam. You can't spam this gun when you have a sniper staring at you, and the only way to kill him is a sniper of your own. So they got him. Now they need to spam the gun within 10 seconds, but I think they took too much damage.
Trip's just
There's
bombing
bombing
in.
in. He's bombing the. He bombed the gun. He died.
I mean, the gun can't move, you know. If you sink the gun, the grape juice is gonna fall. Catface is peeking through one. He's doing the slow peek. Honestly, okay. No one even knows he's here.
Oh, Speedy! It's a
He can't find the medic. He finds Sid, misses his shot. Now he's dead. Oh, is he? Is he? No. Okay.
Barely escaping.
The scratch is there again. Gets body shot. They're gonna back up and.
Kev's 2.
They're playing on a nice edge, but this time surely they'll know that he's peeking here, right? Going for the hero shot. Hits Scratch inside the center. Scratch needs buffs. Scratch is getting domed twice in a row, and he has not had a buff either time.
Now it's time to spam the gun. You got 10 seconds when a sniper won't be looking at you. Go 5. Kev's there. Oh, they're on top of each other. They're eating so much damage.
There we go. They're getting it now.
They're getting it now.
Oh, it's getting repaired. They almost
Catface. Oh, they're losing Dingo. Oh,
someone's
no,
behind.
Quack's behind. Quack's found a way.
And he jumped out. Okay.
He looped around all the way through lobby and just got out.
Wait,
What's happening?
the beast cannon.
Grape just going out. Kimu gets the kill on the Kev. A lot of room for Global Clan. They found their footing here. Cozy barely have enough in the tank. They got 2 respawns coming in. They're playing for the post. Going in. Oh,
I hear the base cannon.
He ate a base cannon before it speed. Oh, the flashing is not here. May just dead. And
oh my god,
third.
They had so many kills on Engineer.
He's not even that aggressive. He just knows that the crits is going to do the deal. Like, it's going to do enough damage, and that,
he built his level 1 and now he's running back to the spawn. He ran out of crits, so no reason to be an engineer other than the meme.
Drop a level 1 just in case someone does a fast rollout into the 2, but we'll not find that as, no heals for the blue team. They got the sniper on the field. Kev's in choke, ready to snipe anyone who enters the airspace. It's Grape Juice. Not sniped down, taking a lot of damage. Pipe on Hannah. Dingo dead, taking out my Scratch, who gives up his life for it, but Hannah gets shot down by Kev.
They have a different sniper now. Okay.
Oh, they're just taking turns at this point. They send Karma as well, only 3 left alive for Global Clan, and they're all around the sewer area. Nowhere near mid as they're trying to scurry the way away. Quack's kind of hiding, immediately spotted. This is a dead man walking, fighting 2 people in sewer, immediately dying, and no man is going to be able to hold 2 for the side of Global Clan. Cozy have found their advantage.
If I was GC, I would be so frustrated right now playing against this. This must be infuriating to play against. There's just always a sniper. They're getting picks. Like, what do? You know, your snipers aren't working.
Complain.
Yeah, complain. Say the class is broken. Ban process.
Scratch, though, he's not. Scratch isn't checking. He's out. He's on 2.
Yeah. I do notice they are correctly going at like the left shutter store instead of the right one. Because if they go at the right one, they are just gonna get. Oh, there's the spine. Kev turns around and gets. He gets.
He's the ambi too. He just body shots him. The gun does
but they
go
get
down.
Shamu.
Shamu dies. That's pretty big. So
there goes Dingo.
They're down for the 2 for the post though. This is not gonna work out for blue team's favor. Dingo's dead. Speedy's out. May doesn't have scout speed. May has to get out of here. Catface is kind of stuck in heaven, destroying their eyes, and this is a pause.
May just bowed someone. I think they bowed Hannah.
Someone's half HP here.
Yeah, Hannah just got bowed. Yeah, Hannah just got bowed by May leaving.
The HUD isn't. It's literally like pixel perfect, where the HUD says Hannah has 150, but I put my crosshair over her health, and it's 83. But 83 is enough. Catface, like, he's too far away. I don't think he's gonna get that.
Yeah, unless May commits to this for a second bow, which I don't know if May will. I mean, they are all distracted, but
I wouldn't
May has
put
to
it
kind
past
of get
May.
out.
May, he should get out, but I feel like he sees all 4 of them in front of him. I wouldn't be surprised if May
Yeah, also Speedy's behind him, so Speedy can just like give him scout speed to escort him out.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if this is attack or attack.
It could be either.
If it's attack pause, I assume that means GC lose this round. That would be my assumption, but who knows?
Yeah. If it was attack, I don't think you tack 2-2 with 8.5 minutes left.
Yeah, that does seem a little strange, but this match has already proven to start out very strange, so I'm not discounting anything.
You never know. Still looking for that tech.
Like if they let's say they defend last and they push out and like they get sniped again, maybe attack a little attack and go like, all right guys, how do we deal with the sniper?
Yeah, maybe Grape Juice ping, maybe Dingo kind of like stutter steps and runs into a wall again from his internet disconnecting.
Yeah, something like that.
You never know. Oh, Speedy's had internet problems before.
Yeah, Speedy's definitely one of them. there's just like a list of players who always have like peripheral or internet issues, and Speedy is on that list.
Yeah.
No one else really. I don't really recognize anyone else. Like Kev doesn't have problems. May usually doesn't. Like most of the people in the server aren't like people with like peripheral issues, but
I think May might have before.
May has had in the past, but not in a long time.
He moved like a year ago, I think, or something.
Yeah,
so
I don't think they've had internet. No. curious what the actual reason is. Don't know yet, but I feel, I feel like so Cozy's winning. It feels like Global Clan should be losing harder, considering like how many times they've had to deal with like snipers and stuff. But I feel like Cozy's having a tough time committing like all these like victories into actual round wins.
Yeah, because there's two parts of it. Because one is generating the advantage, and then the second part is actually using the advantage. Cozy have generated so many advantages in terms of like having a player up, and that I mean, at this level of TF2, that matters a lot. Like it's huge. But their attempts to like capitalize on like 65s and et cetera, have not worked out. Like their execution at finding the one frag or whatever is good, and then they need to work together as a team against the remaining ones in like a push of some sort, and it just falls flat. So, they got step 1 down, step 2, needs more time in the oven.
Okay, needs more time in the oven. Hopefully it's not something too bad, although the longer it takes, the more likely it is that it's going to be some sort of terrible pause. I knew the vibes were all on this from the beginning, so we'll see what's happening.
Yeah, fingers crossed. But Hen will probably live through this, and they'll have Ad to push out of last.
Yeah, they should. It should be a free last push on it, or not last push. Sorry, free push out of last anyway. I don't know if they're gonna get fought considering like everybody's dead. It's like it's just 2 scouts. If they kill, who was that? Scratch or no Catface? If they kill Catface in any reasonable amount of time, they shouldn't just be able to like stroll out of last.
I think Catface is just gonna hide in heaven.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah, you just delay them as long as possible.
Grape Juice will jump up into heaven immediately.
Yeah, like Catface is gonna die, but if Catface delays them for a long period of time, then that gives time for his reinforcements to come in a second, and then from there on, good things can happen. And also, Catface can go sniper, so which seems to be the primary goal of who's play this game.
Yeah, buying time for Kev, Dingo, and Trip would be huge.
Yeah, Catface instantly died, but now Kev is on sniper.
Indeed, he is respawn sniper, so he'll
see, that's you know what the shreds? You go sniper, so your other players can't go sniper. There goes Sin. Sin had no idea.
That's huge. And the Uber's not in the equation yet, so they can actually play off this. Grape Juice
died too.
He tries to kill the sniper, does not succeed. So immediately, the lock is so careful. Oh my God, they're eating him across the map. Holy, that was 2.
Speedy's dead too.
Yeah, Speedy tries to go in for the salvage. They wanted to push off of the damage, but they weren't able to clean up. So. First, 2 frags go one way, then 2 frags go the other, and it's still Ad for the red team.
Straight out the gates.
They're not going to get into kill for this.
Dingo did a really good job forcing them. Their stickies actively coming at the shooter, and they had to use or Dingo would have probably killed someone.
Kev as well. I mean, the sniper, the small rotation
between the 2 of them
to see the one sight line, so you kind of had to. But they're pushing IT. It's spotted at least, but boy,
it got spotted very early.
Grape Juice and Shamu will not be really prepared to go for a really good force here. Their health
Kev's looking IT, Trips there, so
they're
going to back up, go choke.
Oh, they faked him. They pushed him so far back because they thought it would be an IT push, but it's a choke one instead, so now they're not that aggressive to put the spam on. They're running through. It's a solo Uber, though. It's just Speedy and May. Where's an explosive class? They're chasing that combo.
Dies.
It doesn't matter. The solo gets them anyway. Speedy running a tyrant on the team right now. Takedown Trash with the pistol.
Kill too. That's a crazy solo Uber.
3 dead, and he gets Grape Juice as well. What's happening right now? Maybe his scout is calling as Catface cleans up the final kill, and this is where the pause was. It was most certainly a attack for GC right there. As Cozy finds another round 3-1.
That might have been the best solo Uber I've seen in a while. That was like a straight up 3K.
That shouldn't have worked.
Maybe
it was a solo scout Uber. 1 scout on the combo holding S avoids it.
I mean,
I guess they hesitated. Like Hannah thought she was safe.
I don't think they quite realized that Speedy's gonna commit because it was kind of like not a normal thing. Okay, Grape Juice is in and instantly gets fired. He's out of mid. He's gonna get healthy. Maybe go next.
Yep, needs some help. At least the pills respawning, but they're running across their own pack for the side of the blue team. A lot of damage on them. It's going to be Grape Juice that is the first frag. Kev will eventually trade inside the opposing choke as Hannah is stuck in sewer. Has to loop all the way around and no one can get healed. They all have to leave, and all that positioning loss means Cozy. Oh, Hannah's
Speedy
runs forward. He gets Hannah. Is he going to be able to get Sin Karma? He does. Is taken down by the sad Shamu, who is still roaming around the Al-Qaeda area as Quax is rotating through IT, maybe thinking about committing, blocking mid. Shamu trying to escape. No hit scan class is there to be able to take him down as Catface is the last one left alive and is going to head and go out and cap things up. And Quack's not committing, recognizing that they're just stacking it up. Yeah, he was waiting. He was waiting for them to overchase onto 2 to block second, but it never happened. They barely left the choke area. So that play will not really work out as May, full Uber at. trying to poke through choke. Speedy's not quite there yet, so they're gonna be down a player here. As there is a sniper on the field for Scratch, and he does hit his first shot on a Catface. Push gone over.
Yep, there's the push. The defensive sniper and process second can work quite well in that instance. Definitely reap the benefit as yep, gotta go back to square one. They still have 50% ad to work with, but there is another pause.
Is this gotta be a tech?
Yeah, this has to be a tech.
You don't like tack and then. First off, I don't remember if there's rules for how many times you can tack, so I'm ignoring that concept.
I think there's a pause rule in general.
Yeah, well, secondly, you don't tack and then lose another round and then tack again. I mean, I feel like teams don't really do that. This has gotta be. This is a tech. Someone lagged out or something.
Yeah, someone's like having PC issues, or their mouse ran out of battery, something like that. Who knows?
Either that, or like they decided that whatever we talked about for that next mid was garbage, and we need to talk about it again because someone didn't catch the memo. Because they got handed to them that mid.
Yeah. They
got separated. Hannah got pushed into sewer like almost alone. They tried to collapse onto Cozy, who ran across the pack side and did a lot of damage, but didn't focus fire at all to get the kills. So something was wrong there with their mid. They tried to play reactive to that run across pack mid, and it just was not it. So I guess that's technically a possibility. Go back to the drawing board for the mid again.
It is, and
but
for GC, they bought a lot of time here at least because they're gonna have to wait for the player to come back. I mean, I guess they could go 5v6. I don't know if they will, but I think somebody crashed because I just saw the pause and then unpause to get someone back on the server.
Probably.
That would be my guess because I saw the little the little slide when they pause to get someone back in.
Right.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think someone just crashed. Hopefully it wasn't one of the two medics.
All right, we'll keep our eyes peeled for who it was and when it happened. But oh my God, Dingo in the skybox. Hannah's so weak. Hannah's dead. Didn't even need a login load for that one. They did not see that Uber coming, and Scratch is dead as well. This ad blew them out of the water. They only lost their demo for it, and they took down 3.
I mean, if your demo's Dingo, honestly, I respect taking for those. That was huge play there by Dingo. Dingo doesn't hit that pipe. That is much, much, much better for GC.
Right. So they're just rebuilding their ad. They're not trying to drive this right now. Keep my eyes peeled for when the lag out happens. Looking for people standing still or running into walls.
Yeah, Dingo did lag earlier, so that's who I'm gonna look at, but we'll see.
I'm looking at Grape Juice, I think, because his
Canadian internet.
Yeah. Might have Rogers. You never know.
Yeah. I've heard wonderful things about Canadian internet.
Maybe it's Shamu. He's engineer in spawn.
I'll be up there.
It's
you
Shamu.
go.
It's 100%.
Oh no, there
Shamu.
you go. No, he's moving around.
No, but he's not switching off to scout. He's not in the. Okay, now he's switched off.
Yeah, no, there he goes.
Oh, okay, no, he's just waiting for his gun.
Yeah, Grape Juice is gonna die.
Okay, it's not Shamu.
Maybe it was. Maybe that was a tech. I don't know. Weird.
Would it be?
It's playoffs.
I'm more into.
Catface said take another pause.
Catface said take another pause. Are they gonna do it?
I respect that.
I'm more interested on why they paused than that push. I'm not gonna lie. Like I know.
Okay, Shamu lag.
Okay, it was Shamu. There you go.
Okay, so you were right, just a little early.
Yeah. Okay. That was a pretty done deal for the last push, though. Got some kills as soon as the post-year began, so...
I'm looking at the chat. This is... Just use as soon as we pop. You agree? Yeah, okay. So they're just going to use Ubers on dead. Oh, they don't have Uber. I thought they thought they were... I thought they thought the config was broken, but the config worked, so...
It's always good to, like,
agree to it anyway.
Should prepare,
Yeah.
But Grape Juice tried to go in IT, immediately thwarted. And Quack's high bomb? Oh, the perfect timing right when Dingo was actually peeking the shutter. So, down a demo man could be a huge boon for the side of Global Clan. But Catface is on his staple. Gonna get some eyes up to see what he can see. And Demo Man, honestly, worth the push off of. Quack's making some space. Grape just poking and prodding through. Let's see where Azul jumps in, and he's most certainly dead.
Hannah died at 97% from the Catface sniper. The slow peek into choke is a classic, and this is 2 kills away from being a full wipe, but fortunately they're out. Unfortunately, died at 97%, and that is probably going to be processed unless something disastrous happens.
They have to have a really, really good defense. Because they'll have time. They don't have
I
time
don't even
to build
have the
a gun.
players for it.
They don't have time to build a gun. They can put heavy in the shutter. That's about it.
I mean, the heavy in the shutter is just going to get sniped.
The one presence is lacked a bit.
Yeah. Well, there goes Catface gets Scratch.
Yeah, Grape Juice might be dying as well. He's really weak, doesn't he die? Trying to barely block the point. Quacks as well. in the red get scattered down by the side of Speedy, and with 3 left alive, this is not looking good. This
Yeah,
is
it's
over.
not looking good at all. I think this is going to be processed unless something disastrous happens. And that's going to be processed. We're at the side of Cozy Black, a pretty dominant 5. Was that 5-1? Yeah, 5-1.
5-1.
So, before overtime even happened.
It took a bit for the teams to get used to each other, but I feel like GC were not prepared.
For the sniper? Definitely not.
I don't think they were prepared for the sniper. I also don't think they were prepared for the level of aggression that Dingo and Speedy were going to show.
And those Ubers, yeah. Those Ubers were full send Ubers.
Their Ubers, yeah. Whether it was Dingo bombing into Shutter and getting the kills, or like Speedy taking an Uber deeper than Global Clan expected, I think they got caught with their pants down a bit, and it kind of bit them.
All right, I'm gonna go open the logs manually and see how much time Cafe spent on Sniper. What's your prediction?
Half or more.
There you go, Dolphin. No, he didn't post log. Oh, I'm on the logs. TF searching Cafes. Let's see.
Yeah, I think half sounds about right. Because there was maybe more, because there was a lot of stalemates, and then even
15 minutes of scout, 11:33 of sniper. So yeah, pretty close to half. Yeah. Overall, if you include Kev's time too, Kev also got a solid 4 minutes of sniper as well. Cafes went 10 and 4 on sniper. That's pretty good. That's not like, I wouldn't say that's J levels, but that's still pretty good.
It's honestly kind of impressive that Sin Karma is still in the 300 DPM club despite the pause.
Yeah, that actually is. I saw Sin doing a lot of work. Sin was playing both demos were playing kind of really aggressive, honestly.
Yeah, it makes sense because both were really, really aggressive. So it kind of makes. And then Dingo was winning too, so the other team is always backing up and are never that close to him sometimes. Where Sin Karma is constantly like on the back foot, backing up to last.
A lot of guys to shoot.
Yeah, trying to deal spam on the people running at him. But still, the fact that it's 341, thought it'd be I thought it'd be high 200s, but nope. But at the end of the day, that's not going to matter, as it's the rounds collected that seal the deal. As Cozy Black take their map pick a process as we move on to Global Clan's pick of Sunshine.
Yeah,
the sister map.
The Global Clan picking a Sunshine is interesting because it is close to process, like you said. So, I mean, they must have picked it for a reason. Maybe they're cooking on the mids, or who knows. But I'm very curious. Do you think that Cozy's just showing themselves to be a better team, or do you think that's just like, oh, maybe Global Clan's not really good at process, yada yada?
I think as soon as Global Clan realize how aggressive Cozy is playing as a default, and they'll have plenty of time in between maps, I think, to like talk about that if they recognize it themselves. They can have an easier time because they'll be able to bait these Ubers more. Although it won't be completely free because we already saw an example of Cozy using a large ad, faking IT to make them be fearful and really passive, and then rotating choke so they could get in through choke for free without using because they were really passive. So Cozy's already played mind games with Global Clan about the level of aggression they were showing.
Is Cozy playing chess and GC's playing checkers out here?
Kind of for now. So I think Global Clan has some room to work with and like trying to learn how they work, but it's not going to be like a done deal where it flips all the way around, because I think Cozy have already kind of shown that even though the aggression is their style and it's working out, they're throwing in some little bits of variety here and there by faking their aggression, because I think they themselves recognize how much of a pattern it is.
They also they got spotted instantly on that IT push. Like literally the second they turned the corner, there's 2 people in their face, and they did a good job committing to it for the bit and then backing up.
Yeah, so I think it'll be easier, but I don't think it's gonna be like, oh, they're gonna start winning now. I don't think that's a more that's gonna be a harder statement to say. I think the sniper probably won't stop. I mean,
yeah. I think process is a little better than Sunshine for sniper, but Sunshine's still pretty good.
Yeah.
It's harder to snipe into second. To and from second is harder to snipe on Sunshine. Just because you can get. I guess the main difference in Sunshine is you have much better vision of everything. You know what I mean? Just because from mid to second, there's the fence, so it's you shouldn't be really surprised as much on Sunshine. Which maybe that'll factor in. Could have helped GC out, but. Not a great start for GC, but it was the other team's map pick, so give them some time. We'll see if they cook on Sunshine.
Yep, you just put it behind you and keep going. You can lose the first one and win the next 2. We just saw that in the previous BO3 we saw. So It's always possible. But Sunshine, I don't know, going into Preds, the first map I said 3-2. It was obviously not as close as I initially expected. I think this one should, I think it should be closer, I think. But because Global Clan now has, like, you know, some room to work with, they got some of the weaknesses exposed or whatever, they're getting used to Cozy Black, they can, like, try to figure out what tweaks they need to be made in something longer than a couple minutes of attack pause, right?
Yeah.
But just because you, like, know what the issue is, executing is a whole other thing, and then the other team could also be prepared for whatever changes might happen. So I'll say 4-2 for Cozy.
Yeah, I think Cozy's gonna. As much as I want to believe in GC, they haven't really proved that I have any reason to believe in them. As of right now, they look a little dysfunctional, so I'm gonna say Cozy. I'm gonna say like a 5-1 actually. I think Cozy looks pretty good on process.
Mm-hmm.
I do think one thing I'm expecting compared to the last match we casted is on process. There's a lot more fast bombs on mid comparatively to what was the 4 versus 5 seed earlier today. They didn't really fast bomb that much. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Trip or someone else do like a nice fast bomb on mid here and just maybe some instant dead demos.
Trip does not really fast bomb.
Really, he doesn't like it. He does it on process.
I played a whole season with.
I mean, he doesn't. Okay, he doesn't commit to it, but he'll always do the fast bomb.
It's not his default. I'll say that.
Okay.
It's like it's 100% not his default.
Okay.
He'll do it occasionally because he does add a lot of variety into his like mids. He'll do one thing and then change it up, even though it's worked the previous times, right? Because he doesn't want to be predictable.
Yeah.
But he's not one of those people that swears by like the concept of like it's always good to go fast because it's extra pressure and you can save your demo, or like if your demo does a lot of damage, then you can, you know, try to kill him, or it's always a threat to keep the other demo in check because he never knows if you're gonna like land passive for spam or land on him, etc., etc. Like he doesn't really subscribe to that idea.
Gotcha.
But I think Grape Juice would probably go fast a decent
amount.
I
was gonna say I could see it. These teams on mid are just playing a little more aggressively than the previous match anyway, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw 1 or 2, but who knows?
That honestly might hurt Dingo a lot. If Trip isn't going fast and Dingo has to fight like 2v1 for a couple seconds, it will really screw up either his health or positioning or both.
Yeah.
And that can be, you know, I mean, arrows are a thing, but that could be, you know, the ticket for starting off the mid really good.
It could be. We'll have to see how it goes. We do have many people on the wrong team, people on different teams, people leaving the server, people rejoining. So everyone's just taking a bit. AFK. Yeah, everyone's taking a bit. People are just getting water, etc. All that fun stuff. So not too much going on in the server right now. I think what are we missing? We're missing 2 Cozy players. Who's that? It's Trip
and May.
Yeah, Trip and May.
Gotta restart their game.
Is Trip one of those players that restarts his game? Like you know, some people just always restart their game between maps because that it does reset. Like
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Fair enough.
No, I don't remember which teammates of mine were game restars and which ones weren't.
Yeah, it doesn't really affect you that much.
And it's also not when the game is live.
Yeah.
So it's not, you don't like get an impression on that.
Are there any players in the server who are a wrong team kind of player who's always just like on the wrong team and you're like, all right, I'll get on the right team, and they're like, oh my bad.
In this server, no. It usually is like, that's not a player thing. That's like a what your opponent is.
No, it's definitely a player thing.
I mean,
I've played with players who are always on the wrong team, and you always have to remind them that they're on the wrong team.
Well, for some people, it's like, I know you guys, my teammates are willing to DM me, but these guys just sit and spawn until they have 6, and they don't do anything, you know? They're just literally AFK. They're alt-tabbed, like browsing the internet, until someone tabbed in says that they're going live, and they tab back in and then play. Like, there's no one to brag if I'm on the correct team, so they swap teams for the pregame.
Yeah, then they just don't remember.
Yeah. You have to remind them. But honestly, I don't blame them if you need to warm up or whatever.
Oh, it happens occasionally. I get that, but like if it's every time, it's like no, come on, man.
Yeah, there's some players like that.
We're losing players. If we keep losing players,
it's one of those like they're taking forever. I'm gonna do my thing now. It's like if they're gonna take this long, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that indeed. As Grape Juice is doing a jump map right now.
He's preparing for the mids.
Definitely preparing. All that T6 action work. Honestly, if GC were to come back in this, how would they come back? Like,
I think the execution of dealing with the sniper needs to be better. No, it's not the idea that's the problem, because they're trying. They're literally just they're failing. Like they bomb in, and sometimes the sniper is dealt with. A lot of times he's not. So it's literally an execution thing. It's like one of those things that's not helpful where you just tell a player to get good, you know?
Yeah.
Like a soldier will bomb in and he's just not. This sniper's just out.
It's like no, you just need to lock in, dude.
Yeah, just lock in. That, as well as I think Hannah needs to be more paranoid about sniper. They need to spot, especially for like the hidden sniper thing, where like the snipers hide behind a wall and then only after the soldier bombs in to make space does he peek. You know, I think a soldier could be bombing in and be saying, "I don't see a sniper," and then Hannah peeks and then just kind of dies because he just showed himself right then, hit the mark. So they probably have to play slightly more baity, and they definitely need to respect the cozy aggression. I think it's probably safe for Global Clan to go under the assumption that cozy Ubers are going to go to the end of the earth.
And you can deep commit on this map if you want.
Yeah, and more often than not be slow paced. Probably a safe assumption. It won't be foolproof, because we already talked about that. You know, Cozy have already shown off more than one strategy and the ways that they would play bait and switch. But it would be a start, I think. Because I think they've gotten screwed over way too much by, like, Immel Bomb Ubers, and then just, like, solo Scout Uber, like, killing 3 is crazy.
You're still hung up on that.
At that point, that's some, like, alright, I've entered last, which means that the chase is over, and then joke's on you, it's not over, you know?
Maybe Shimu just played really well.
Yeah, if everyone locks in, then it'll be fine.
Yeah, just shoot the invincible player.
Alright, May is joining the server.
May is joining the server. Well, it's a good start. Grape Juice is air-shotting people in pregame. Also a good start. It's a little direct onto Speedy.
A sign of things to come.
Yeah, let's see, who's standing still? Okay, Catface is standing still in spawn.
Dingo.
Someone's on Engineer. May has no hats on Engineer. Somebody give May a hat.
Maybe
actually, just like the hard hat Engineer.
What if he likes the hard hat? Are you gonna
the hard hat
Engineer
does look very silly. It's one of the best like stock like just outfits in general, because hard hat Engineers always look like small children. They look like babies, you know.
Maybe
like
he wants to
like
be
if you're in a
underestimated.
pub and you see like the hard hat Engineer, you know they're just like a fresh install.
True.
Oh,
maybe that's a strategy.
It probably is.
His pub loadout, where he puts on no hat, so everyone rushes the Engineer thinking he's easy,
Yeah,
and then they get two shot.
Two tapped.
And they're like, why is an Engineer downloading a cheat injector, not realizing it's May?
It also just looks silly. It's like stock pyro. Stock pyro is just really funny to look at.
Yeah, that's true.
Some classes have like the better stock outfit than others. Although honestly, all of them are
always the
pretty
deadliest
funny.
too, because you never know which pyro is like the one that knows how to air blast.
Yeah, because there's probably at least one stock. Somebody just got a Giga air shot in pregame. I think it was Quacks.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was by a teammate actually, but it was still a really nice one.
Are we still not under the 60-second mark?
Probably not.
Everyone's
I think
in the server. Who's standing still?
It's
no one's
Scratch.
Oh, it's Scratch. Scratch is AFK. Okay.
Yeah, Catface is now no longer AFK, which means that now Scratch has to go AFK.
Mm-hmm.
That is the fun thing in the competitive TF2. If you're getting casting, you could just hold like you know, over 200 people hostage if you really want, just by going AFK in the pregame.
Yeah, when you gotta go, you gotta go. What can I say?
True. Love to see it, but let's see. We talked about. We haven't really talked about Sunshine that much, I guess. Although we also just won sometimes.
We also just watched it. I mean, it's
I feel
similar
like it's gonna
enough
be different
to process.
than the last. These two teams play. They play very differently.
Yeah, it'll be different, I think, compared to.
Okay, we watch it. Cozy is ready to. So we're all waiting on Scratch.
Okay. At least there's that.
Yeah. Oh, I heard a. Okay, we got the ready up for the game. 75 seconds.
Let's go.
We already did our preds. I'm just watching.
Final call for snacks.
And final call for snacks. Grape Juice is like sinking the Engineer in preview. Grape Juice is fully ready up.
And he's preparing.
They're preparing.
He's hitting the rollouts. He's hitting the air shots. He's practicing his sinks. He wants to win these mids.
Yeah.
Getting fired up.
I think I'm gonna watch Grape Juice the first mid. I want to see if he does the fast roll up or not.
Yeah, I think that's a good bet, especially because I've mentioned like if Trip isn't gonna go fast every single time.
Yeah.
There's plenty of mids where there's a window where Dingo's alone in mid, and they're 2v1ing, and that can apply extra spam and pressure to get things going really well early.
Yeah.
It's always very sad to be playing Demoman in a perpetual state of like needing 3 arrows on Sunshine mid, because while you're standing still for the first one, you need two more because they're still shooting you. And then your scouts never get rebuffed, and then they lose ground, and then it's GG at that point. So it spirals out of control sometimes.
No, that makes sense. I'm just looking at what Dolphin did with the thingy. I didn't know you could do that.
Enough time in these in-game or between game intermissions, you can get creative and figure some things out. You know?
You could loop it around like at a sports stadium.
Yeah. All right, we are going live finally between these two teams. If Cozy win this, they will move on to the upper bracket finals, and if they don't, then they have to fight the third map. Vice versa for the side of Global Clan, who if they lose
he's
this,
doing the fast rollout.
Oh, he is.
No, he's just going to IT. Not IT.
Oh, slower.
Cafe. He did initially. I got excited, but
I think Trip went fast though.
Yeah. Trip went marginally fast.
Bomb in on a Hannah. Kev
committing
really early.
But nice surf. That's going to be 3 dead immediately for GC, as they're going to have to back up, take it nice and slow. Should we try to surf out? Probably, yeah.
They had no room
for this
there.
world, and it's just Hannah and Sin, and they're going at different.
They had a small amount of counter initiation, but not only was it kind of lopsided because I think one of the scouts wasn't quite ready to go in, but the soldier that did go in got immediately denied. So there was really nothing preventing Cozy from just running forward at them in Valley, and you kind of need that to tie people up, make sure that you can't just steamroll over and focus fire extremely heavily. Yeah. So it makes sense why the entirety of Global Clan kind of exploded there. Just a little bit of an execution error. Oh my
Sin
god.
Is...
Oh, Sin's dead.
Yeah, Sin committed to top right. He got kind of stuck in top right, so he just committed and died. But they got 2 for it, or they got another one. So only down Trip for a demo and a soldier. You take that. They're going to get the gun down, maybe even get more if they so desire.
Oh, Catface in, maybe. He's drawn some eyes. They got to keep him in mind. Candace eat a lot of damage. 25 HP does indeed get forced. Catface committing will overall die, but really good job from the side of Cozy. Pretty much escaping as well. So back to square one for Global Clan as they have to go ahead and build up their defense. They got the heavy on the field. Shamu going up on Engineer right now, as they're probably waiting for the Catface spawn before they go ahead and go. As Catface is post-super heavy. It is. We are seeing it once again.
Catface always has the good off classes. He's on the
Eviction
I forgot that one. I don't know how you remember that. I can never remember this weapon's name. Yeah, he's on the eviction.
What can I say?
Fair enough. The eviction notice, so you actually have the faster movement speed.
Yep, in onto the gun.
Catface is already peeking. He's on the correct minigun at least for the situation. But there might be some Putus action if this last push goes a certain way.
Yep, trying to spam Sin Karma, popped him up against the wall. Is gonna live.
Heavy be heavy.
Heavy be heavy is probably something not expected here in this last hold, in this last push, but so far it's working out much more in Cozy's favor. The Uber comes out though. Oh, they're all inside each other.
He's on the Buffalo Steak. It's not even a city.
He's gonna be stuck to melee. He's gonna be stuck to melee. He's not gonna be able to shoot again. He's just running at them, but it doesn't matter. Their team has already won. They had his Uber to bail them. They had that Uber to bail them out, but they had already lost 3 players. The fact that they have to give up their positioning to kind of jump onto the cap and try to block it just screws them over one by one. I mean, he does regain health, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's the sandwich. You get any health back from the steak.
Oh, really? Is it
no,
just the...
No, it's just May got...
Oh, yeah.
May had a Mumo rollout on medic somehow.
Oh,
May got stuck on the stairs and had a Mumo rollout.
Oh, so slow medic to mid.
Yeah, slow medic to mid. It's okay. Sin's also slow and hurt for some reason, so just blunders all around.
Yep. Trying to find their footing here over on the left-hand side is Cozy, but Hannah just gets bombed by a Trip. Is going to die, so no heals available for the side of Global Clan. Is Scratch in really deep.
Oh, and nuked them Quacks, though.
Quacks is able to secure the frag in a 3v3 scenario here. 1 down. Global Clan, we're going to lose 2 overall, just 1 left alive. Quacks has his escape plan out and will indeed probably die.
Getting kind of bullied by Dingo.
No, he's fine for now. He can jump away.
Dingo's just watching him.
He's on the wrong side of the map.
He is.
He's at blue last right now.
Kev is in spawn. Many people who pitch you can fight Quacks, but see who actually does. Quacks is on a mission survive.
Oh, he's alive for now. Not too much longer though. Oh, he gets a nice shot into Speedy. Okay. Okay, Speedy says don't do that, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Quacks got hands. My God.
Yeah, so that's gonna slow things down. Cozy don't really have too much to work with here. Actually, the ad for the side of Global Clan simply because Hannah died so much earlier. it is way too small of an ad to realistically use without like going super early, and for that you need probably much more kills. So, see Speedy go up on Spy. Is he checking or is he walking? Quax is doing the same. He is checking. Speedy is walking.
Left spawn.
So Quax knows that Speedy's on Spy probably.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, there's always the thought that they're on Spy also checking, but you don't actually know for sure. But the thought is there. The paranoia is set in already, so they'll probably be turning around a bit.
Shooting walls and corners.
But yeah, look at Scratch. Scratch is like kind of roaming around. Oh, the pipe on a Hannah is
Speedy
a revolver. Okay, the pistol's up. I thought he was.
He's on stock.
Oh, he's going for it now. Oh my, the timing.
Oh, he gets it. And he gets it.
He gets both. He's immediately remove any sort of defense from the side of Global Clan as the Uber comes out from the side of the blue team on to Scratch, takes him down inside the corner, able to kill him. Quack able to work his way behind, but the rest of the Global Clan are out of there. So what a play from the side of Speedy with the timing there. I mean, they checked for Spy, but the paranoia wasn't quite enough.
He stock too. He had to go.
Kills May, but is it going to be enough? They're running to last. They're barely getting a defense up.
I don't know if they have the players for it.
That could be enough for the side of Global Clan. They lose Quacks, but it seems like everyone's respawned.
Okay, they got their med. They're good.
Yeah, Cozy collect 2, but they aren't able to collect last.
Yeah, another victory, but I think it shows that GC cannot handle the off classes. Stinko's gonna fall, so I might signal retweet.
What is this demo MG?
What is the Trip is feeding? Everybody's just feeding.
Yeah, they're gonna lose 2 here for the side of Cozy, so Global Clan, they lost their second. Don't worry, they're back to square. Actually, not even to square one Deja Vu, because they actually have a pick this time, so consider that an unsuccessful sack, but it's Kev hiding in a corner.
Catface is kind of saucing on someone.
Hannah gets 2 rocketed, basically. Clean up by the side of Dingo as they're dropping like flies. They gave up both their explosive classes in the shoulders on the side of Cozy for this, but they're able to clean up Sin Karma with a pistol from Speedy. So overall, they're holding down the fort. High bomb to Ravius, landing on the roof, trying to find an angle onto May. High in the sky. Is the sink going to be there? No, he just kills himself in the choke.
But
bomb from
Quax!
Once
Quax
again,
got him!
salvage is May.
Was that an air shot? That was an air shot. Oh my god, that was an insane shot.
He is keeping Global Clan alive in this game. Oh, the trash talk is out in the chat. Keep that closed. But 1 scout remaining, trying to escape, and will live with his life, Shamu. But overall, GC, despite things are really dire for them, but Quax is salvaging, keeping him in this game. So it is going to stay 1-0 for now. As Quax once again checking for off classes, will probably spot that Kev is on Sniper, so they know he exists. Question is, where is he? I mean, we see him.
Yeah, you can see him.
He's at choke. They don't know where he is, so they gotta, think about this carefully.
They do, but one thing to note though is it's kind of not easy, but it's a lot easier to tell where the sniper is because you can see through the fence. And if which they're kind of not doing, but all right, they're
bombing in.
Okay, they're bombing in. Sin's very aggressive. Sin might die. Ooh, Sin is gonna get dropped. Okay, so they Ubered. They're not got any picks. Scratch is committing. Scratch is gonna die too. So they Ubered, killed nobody, and lost 2.
And Trip just jumped above the Uber, so now he's going to pinch him at choke right now. Look at the timing. Hannah just dead. Trip gets a final rock on the grape juice as well. Gets 2 for that. Quack behind. We saw him do this 2 times over, but he has 2 scouts chasing him. I don't think he can do this with 5 HP. Oh, almost kill Speedy there. 2 HP. It's almost
it's crumbling. It's crumbling so hard.
It is very much crumbling. Full ad for the side of Cozy. They can get a defense. They got the gun building up. They're going to get their soldiers to respawn in time by the time this is capped up and Trip is there and ready to fight. There also is a sniper on the field still in Kev that is going to be a little bit an alternative towards the push from the side of Cozy. So
Sunshine, you get good angles on Sunshine though. Yeah. If they don't bomb the door, which is a big if they don't bomb the door behind the Uber, you can get some nice picks off. We'll have to see where Kev wants to play.
The lower Uber. Kev's in lower behind them. Get the gun. They're not actually crossing. They're just holding their ground. Not really getting any kills. Some damage on the Quack.
I think they're going to refight with Kev.
Quack bombing in. Able to take down Dingles. No demo available. And they don't have any more room. They didn't cross. They didn't.
Kev didn't even really peek. He peeked at the very end, but he just kind of like followed the Uber in the lower.
They really just sat there. So Global Clan able to hold on. Headshot rings out onto someone. Onto Shamu. Drop to 1 HP.
Sin's bombing. Oh, Sin's going deep.
Space, counter jump. Uber comes through.
hurt.
Take down May. Really good job. That's the frag you need. 2 behind though. Trip and Catface gonna have. Okay, they're gonna kill.
Ooh, Trip gets his man behind.
Catface 1v1. Sin's going back to last.
Yeah, Trip's on last. They have to.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many people here. Yeah, Trip's here too. I didn't even realize.
Wait, onto Hannah? No! Gonna die. Hannah! Trip's still alive. Number 1. Trip is insane. He's alive.
Speedy just wins.
Somebody stop Trip.
He got 2 behind.
He got 2 behind and the medic.
Yeah. I think snuck through Valley, and then once again, Trip just jumped over them.
That's my number one.
That's the second time in that round that Trip just like saw an Uber and decided, yeah, I'm just gonna jump over them and I'm not gonna get punished, and he wasn't punished. So really good read by him to allowed them to, have that player advantage on last and kind of seal the deal there with that round, leading up 2-0.
I feel like it's been a hot minute since we've seen a GC Uber.
A little bit. We've seen a couple, but
we've seen a lot of near Ubers, but not actually.
Oh, damage on a scratch.
And
Dingo trapped the Tetris, they climbed the Tetris, and immediately their scout's health was, shafted.
Oh, nice direct from Quacks onto Speedy, but
they got some fire.
Little consolation unless Quacks gets something else. Can Quacks get the medic or do something huge here? That's the only way.
In the corner!
Oh my god!
The vertical! Quack! If GC able to pull this out and keep themselves alive this game, Quacks gets the MVP for sure. He is the salvager right now for their team.
Quacks is single-handedly keeping his team in the game, and it's still just not enough. It's insane.
But once again, because Hannah died earlier, it is going to be ad for the side of Global Clan. It's kind of hard to use, but it still technically exists if you find a pick somewhere or a team gets a bit too aggressive. But Catface, once again, on the class everyone expects. So is going to be a thorn on their side and definitely be a prevention from them actually trying to push if GC ever spot it. But it looks like they're not even really trying to use it. They just want to get the super and get ready for the defense of their own.
They have spotted the sniper.
Yep.
The fence is see-through. You can see through it. They know. That doesn't mean they can stop it, as we have seen multiple times in the past. But at least
the knowledge is there. No
surprise shot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
yeah, look where they're standing.
So deep, he's on the trap. He's on the trap from the other side.
Found the trap. Good job, Sin.
He was alone as well. He had no team backing him up. He kind of just went there alone, I think. But that's going to be their sack. So we'll see Global Clan start to be on the move. Maybe Quacks or Grape Juice bombing in. They're making some noise. Trip's fighting in a little barometer battle on the side of the cafe. But Kev's going to die. Quacks jumping in onto the rim. Oh my god! Once again onto Speedy, but not enough to secure the frag. Grape Juice in. Finds man in the corner. Doesn't need to use to not drop. Exchange over on the side of the valley. One down for each team as there's a lot of cap time in favor of Global Clan, but the respawners are going to come in from the side of Cozy. Scout coming in full force. High down. Grape Juice bombing in on May's head. Final rocket. No. Tamu is able to get the frags. No medic available for the side of the blue team as they're trying to scurry the way away outside cafe to make sure they don't lose any more.
Bunkered in cafe.
Yep, they are full on bunkering. Back to their own two. Hold S and farm, my friends, as they run through Valley from the side of Cozy.
Actually running towards them. Catface is all the way behind.
Yep, Quacks is going back from it's a bit of a fake, but the stickies there are there from the side of Sincom and making sure he's unable to escape to the Valley side as GC in a pretty good spot here. One scout down, no sniper shenanigans. Add to work with if it goes on long enough to try to drive their way through Valley.
They're going to try to drive the way for the Valley. Trip going for a nice bomb, and he's going to get Hannah. Oh, wait, no, he's not going to get Hannah. Trip hit 3 directs, but it wasn't enough. 2 auto escape, one to Hannah. They're going to get May, though, so it's actually going to be May's who's falling in. Cozy Black,
they're gonna block
and I'm on the back foot here.
Oh, Speedy went behind, but it's not enough to block. They tried to go for the all-in play for the back cap, but they didn't have enough in the tank to actually block the point there, so they're just ignoring him and continuing on. They know they can out-cap this because they haven't had to work with anyone show's face, so they're just leaving one and going. They know Speedy can't get there in time to really block either, so Speedy's just stuck. 1v1 and Grape Juice behind.
Swan camping
they're
already.
all the way on last. This Uber is finally used damage onto the soldiers. Kev put in purgatory up in the skybox as the cap goes in favor of Global Clan. They put themselves on the board.
They did put themselves on the board, and it's a nice comeback. At least it is their map pick. They do have one more round to climb before it's even. Shabu is checking, so they have learned that there's going to be snipers a bit. Shabu's checking to see sniper. Interesting, not checking to see spy, but they haven't done any spy damage shenanigans left.
Yeah,
but
not strong enough, honestly.
Yeah, no surprises.
You have to travel a lot for spy to mid.
Yeah,
sometimes
especially
the mid
on this
goes
map.
too fast.
Yeah.
But Dingo, a lot of damage. Ethan Air was fine. Bombs are immediately on. No,
May.
And May, 100% got nuked. Hannah.
Quacks actually he got Catface too. Quacks is kind of popping off.
Yeah, he's coming out full force for this match. But Kev gonna die. Speedy gets the 1 kill onto Quacks, but will definitely find himself in his grave as 5 players are roaming around near the side of Valley. It's only Trip left alive as I think a respawner at last. So overall, good job from the side of GC. They took honestly all that early damage on Dingo was so huge. I wonder if that's from the whole like 2v1 situation because he was 30 HP. They double bombed him, they killed him, and then May just got melted as well. Unable to really surf that. So that was a sealed deal there. Held S. Farm level players, and now they find themselves taking the opposing teams to an ample opportunity to push last year. Just got to pick a door against the engineer and the heavy.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. Quacks is going to do the best roll and arrive in time. They're going to get the sentry pretty much immediately, but they're going to actually drop Scratch. That's going to be huge, but the Buddhist is going to die immediately, and it's a slaughter. All of GC is dying. Hannah's gonna die. Grape Juice is on the point, trying his best. And it's just Shamu versus the universe. Shamu gonna attempt to run away, gonna just delay his death.
What was that cross? Like, yes, cross, because they're showing players that you can frag, but the exit, like, that was so deep. They kind of threw that. They just needed to cross normally. And I think they were fine. But a bit too overzealous there, a bit too excited about seeing all the players there. And Scratch gets a shot into Speedy. Mind the traps, mind the traps. Oh, they Uber in time, so they eat the traps, but they are A-okay. But this Uber's not really going to collect too much. There are two behind.
They're committing. Hannah might be caught out. They're going to get Cafes actually in the meantime, but a bit of a salvage, but Kev is just committing. Kev's going to get scratched. Kev is just nuking it. Somebody stop Kev. He's
the
killing
floor
everyone.
soldier's too strong. Sincomer finally gets the kill there.
Floor soldier.
Yeah. But Quax dies in the backline. Grape just finds a way to escape. So overall, good job from the side of Cozy. Overall, one player advantage here. And they will be able to get their spawns probably. They can cap this fast enough to where the respawners of Global Clan probably won't really matter. Even though they're going to get them. Because Cozy will get theirs as well. Sniper on the field. Getting the fourth. Not quite in position yet. But there will be no dry. It is pretty even. Which it shouldn't be. I guess Hannah wasn't healing. Well, they're acting like they have ad, and they don't.
They have a sniper. Well, now they have
a cat face sniper. Kills Hannah. We talked about this. And bomb coming in. Trip able to take down Sinkarma and escape outside his choke as well. Really good job. But they're above the cafe. Kev trying to make space. Will probably die and give up his life, but actually not even dying.
There's 4 people bunkering in cafe, and they got so many kills off of just sitting there and waiting for them to feed.
With the sniper opening as well, that
it definitely helps things.
Definitely a lot to deal with, and Global Clan back to their own last disad. Cozy in a pretty good spot to try to get another round on the board. They're just walking straight through because they know there's barely any defense. Sniper on the field, miracle shot, body shot. No, it's a body shot on the mid. They don't actually use quite yet. Or drop the Uber. They're just holding.
Almost died in spawn. Oh my god.
Biding the time. May turn around. Okay, they do eventually use the Uber. Quax is gonna die, so one less sort of block the point. They're clearing Stiggy's off the point, so it's just a Grape Juice endeavor here. He bombs in. Speedy gets flashed. He's trying to
Grape Juice is gonna die actually. They might not get this. They actually got out of spawn. I thought they were corralled so hard. They're gonna get Grape Juice, but Dingo might die too. Dingo 12 HP, gonna get bowed and live. Or well, maybe not. They didn't bow, but
eventually push comes to shove and you run out of ammo.
I thought that was a sure thing, and it ended up not being a sure thing in the end. They somehow managed to get out of spawn.
They also failed to kill Grape Juice in a timely manner. He was like blocking in a very, very efficiently, and despite getting sent straight up in the air, they weren't able to kill him. I guess it's because they needed to lock down the door so hard. But it is ad for the side of Global Clan. Kev is on Spy, Catface is on Sniper. He's probably just gonna win. They're not leaving anyone at last.
Yeah, probably.
They're confident.
Oh, Shamu might bump into him. Nope. Okay.
No,
Kev just wins.
Yep. They didn't leave anyone last because they didn't think.
Oh wait, does he get the point in time? Yeah, he's gonna get it.
They're gonna block. Oh, hello?
There's no way they paused right then. There's no way they paused right now.
A 90 seconds in the future pause.
There's no way. The comedic timing of that is insane.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Alright. Dingo lagged.
Dingo lagged. I think actually they get... I don't think they lose this. I actually think... because
I think they cap 2.
I think they cap 2. That's insane.
Just barely. They didn't block for long enough, and Kev probably needed to try
Why is Grape Juice not on the point? I guess he jumped back.
He jumped, like, aggressively, and then...
Okay.
I think he just wanted, like, the ammo or the health or something, and then when he realized that he needed a stack, that he jumped back immediately.
Yeah. That is insane timing.
And well, I think the thing that bit Kev is... he didn't get to go all the way because of
Yeah, okay, yeah, they got second. So now Kev's stuck on
the Uber though. The Uber, it's at
Anna hasn't taken any damage. Kev's on Spy. Let's see what Kev can do on Spy.
Oh, he just finds 2 players in dungeon. He's gonna die. That's what he does. But overall, Grape Juice might be able to get the kill on the Dingo. Nope, he is gonna die, but Shamu is able to take him down. So overall, pretty good play from the side of Global Clan. They stacked that point pretty well up. Kev a bit slow. I think Shamu was in the way. The Catfish is hiding on Tetris.
The control point has been
okay, I like it.
They don't see him. Catface cam now. Find the timing.
Okay.
Find
the timing. Grape Juice might roll out in time. Catface, if Catface wanted to 2-shot Hannah, it's very possible right now.
Sinkarma might see him. Sinkarma sees him. Going for
oh, no way! Oh my god!
Dead.
He just ran past Sin, the drive-by!
You gotta dot your eyes and cross your teams against Cozy.
Yeah.
You never know what shenanigans are underfoot, and you survived last, but you did not survive mid as advantage created for this side of Cozy. 60-70% counting. It's pretty much full.
This must be so frustrating. Like Hannah, I hope Hannah has like iron mental, like because between like the body shots, you know, people just randomly appearing in their monitors inside your team.
Here's
let's see how things go.
Oh, he's not.
Yeah, there he goes.
Goodbye.
Oh, he came back. Okay.
For now, this is one of the pauses though.
Yeah,
we would have seen this.
There, he's lagging again.
Oh, there you go.
Eats a rocket. He's going. I love watching lagging
players.
There's the
pause.
It looks so silly.
He teleported from Cafe to Plat. What was that?
He did. I don't know.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, either way, the force was unsuccessful. They did get a scout behind. There is a scout on last that Trip was unable to find. Trying to go for the back cap, asking for a block, but there is Uber available for the side of blue, so that will not really lead to anything.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it won't be leading to too much. Jamu and Trip are in a little bit of a 1v1. Shamu's trying to avoid it, kind of. Actually, no, they're fighting it, but Trip will win overall. It's a good job from Trip. Doesn't slow them down any more than it needs to, but at least it's even for the side of Global Clan. You know, buy enough time. Kev tried to buy some space. Is gonna die to Sin Karma. Surfs away. Made 50 dropped. Definitely
Holy
did not expect. Actually, no. I rewatched that the sidecast. No, that's his fault. I was gonna say like he didn't expect the rocket, I assume, and then I looked at my side monitor. I was like, no, he was looking at him. He should have popped.
I gotta respect the grape juice bomb. Can't underestimate it.
That's a human error right there.
Yeah.
that was just his fault. But oh, Dingo's kind of alone. This is a dead demo. Oh, the pack. No, dead demo. Okay. Overall trade, good job from the side of Global Clan. Quacks once again, cooking up a stew right now. If Kev tries to go, he goes for something similar. Not quite good enough timing. It spots him at least, but
Kev
he
might
will
be
get,
dead if they're not careful.
Barely gets away, so he spotted them and found himself a ticket out of there, but the flank play from the side of Catface and Trip, able to get Shimo on the back line. They're on mid, they blocked the cap. They're in cap, they have to go back.
Yeah, they don't have the cap yet, they're gonna get
so bullied right now, he's getting pistol down.
Trip is on Hannah.
Hannah's gonna get forced, she's dropped 27 HP, does indeed have to use his Trip. He's still on Bell! He's still on the Bell Tower, he's getting out into their cafe, he's still alive somehow. Quacks is trying to cut him off, but he's not even going that direction. He's staying in mid, jumping around through Valley, is he gonna live? Oh my god, he got out!
God, he lives.
Trip got out, Sin Karma stuck into their cafe, what is the Nomad doing in the blue cafe? Hello? He's just gonna die, he's not gonna corner. Oh, okay, yeah, Kev's gonna get that kill.
Get a trade.
The flank
okay, here comes some bombs, Grape Juice is gonna bomb. They're coming from the skybox, they're all so hurt though, they didn't get anything with the bombs, there's no scout support. They're gonna back up. Quacks is gonna die too. It's
Kev's
Kev get it. Oh, they're so hurt. Okay, nice air pipe onto Hannah. That's gonna be almost a full red.
What is happening this game?
I don't know. I think the sniper just is derailed people. Okay, Trip bomb.
What is happening?
Trip.
What is happening this game?
Oh, Trip. And they paused again.
Okay.
Sometimes it really do just be like that.
Alright.
I am assuming Dingo lagged again.
Yeah, he's lagging. Okay. This is not good for them. They might need to get a sub or something, depending. Or he needs to, like, restart his net.
Yeah. I mean, it happened earlier, and it was like, once is not a big deal, but if it keeps happening, then it's not ideal.
But, I guess Cozy will have small ad, because Hannah isn't immediately respawning. It's a HUD glitch. She still has some seconds to go, so a small ad you built. Probably pretty hard to use. I don't know if it's going to be 30 or not. I don't remember. But, they can poke and prod off the heal advantage.
They can.
It won't be a guaranteed push per se, because Hannah could maybe be there in time to heal people, but it's an opportunity that I feel like
if they don't go back for Hannah, it could be ad, but I don't think they have a way of knowing that. Although Cozy's also just been doing some wild shit, so I don't know what to expect from him, other than a copious amount of sniper.
The thing is like, it's a 4v4 with heal advantage, sure, but then long term, like it's a 4v6 if you don't get anything. So they have to really find a way to like get a frag. Because like if everyone leaves and they just get cap time, I don't think they have. There's not going to be enough time to actually get this cap or on two. So it's probably a poke and prod, hoping to find someone on Global Clan slipping up with no buff. Maybe slip someone behind and cause chaos.
They've been doing that a lot.
That's about it. Yeah, they have been.
Between Speedy and Shamu, both are like very, very capable of being like the annoying scout who's just behind all the time. Like I think they're both quite suited to that. So I could see both teams doing it. Well, we'll just have to see. Sin he put up some trap. Okay, he's trapping the pack. I don't know where else is trapping, but he's intentionally not left forwards. He's just been sitting there.
He has 5 stickies, 1 at choke, 1 above cafe, and 3 on the pack that is currently not up.
Okay. Why does he just have the? There's just like a lone like rogue sticky and choke for some reason.
Uh, I don't know. I think he doesn't expect his team to hold second, so he just wants to sit here and spam, and then he'll resup when he gets damaged because he doesn't actually think they're gonna hold. And then if something miraculous happens, where like I don't know, someone feeds on Cozy or like he gets sticky damage, and then he'll maybe walk out.
I hope this pause is because Dingo's like resetting his internet or something, or like actually fixing the solution, and not just like let's hope it gets better.
It's probably a router reset or something. Honestly,
yeah, those always take forever.
Because it happened in process and it was a small deal, and then it just happened now and it was a big deal.
Yeah.
So it's been like a whole thing. It's not just like a little blip,
Yeah, very unfortunate.
At least it hasn't been the whole game. So like you could
just
be
like isolated incidents.
Yeah.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Oh no, we'll see. Get another Dingo lag out. The timing of that could be even worse.
It's unfortunate because Dingo's like so good. It's hard to replace Dingo for anyone.
At least it wasn't. I guess it wasn't that monumental the first time it happened to this map.
Yeah, I'm just saying if they had to replace Dingo.
Oh yeah, like if his internet just kind of pooped out.
Yeah.
I don't. Who did they get?
Guy is spreading. I'm pretty sure is fake news in chat, but we'll see.
There's plenty of people they could ask to ring. Honestly, there's plenty of people that are not on a team this season. The question
there's
is
a
getting
lot of
them
just
approved.
demos around.
Getting them approved is another thing though.
Okay. Okay, so they're letting someone back in the server.
Yeah.
That was the unpause to make sure. Okay, Sin left forwards as I said it.
Okay, so yeah, it's probably a router reset then. Full disconnect from the server.
Speedy's Boston Basher is in his head.
Is that from the swing? I guess the swing
animation? I think he just switched weapons.
Oh, yeah, probably. That's funny.
It's just like the, when you switch weapons, the model like is kind of derps out sometimes.
Yeah.
He's also hovering midair, so all kinds of fun things happening.
If this is 90 seconds of the future, this is in the middle of what I assume to be sack waves.
Probably.
So it might not be that bad unless they like did a 2-man and then like Global Clan is pushing and then Dingo lags out. Otherwise it wouldn't really matter.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll wait and see. I guess there's a small potential for it to be really, really bad timing, but usually you cross your fingers for the stalemates. So
yeah. Well, GC, I think GC has shown they're like getting back into it. You know what I mean? Like they got around. They're clawing their way back in, but it's not looking great right now. Like right this second, but I think they're like slowly improving.
I mean, considering like it's like we said, or I said earlier, like Cozy is. Oh, that's another on pause and repause to get people in the server. Maybe they're checking. Maybe they're checking for Uber, like the glitch or whatever, to figure out. That's got to be what it is at this point. Like May accidentally has Uber, or Hannah accidentally has Uber or something, and they're talking about it. I don't know, but Cozy have found more advantages than, or created more, like picks and stuff like that.
They're also just going for more plays,
That too, but they're also like they get these picks, and just because they get them doesn't mean they actually turn it into something. You can kill one player, sure, but then like, can you turn that into a point conversion? And so far, it's not, the success rate isn't like crazy high. Obviously high enough to win the first match, but we've seen plenty of failures, which is why I think Global Clan is able to like keep their foot in the door,
Yeah.
Especially on their own map pick.
Yeah, that is true. This is their map pick. They look definitely better on this map than on Process, but I feel like Cozy just keeps pulling out all these like memes and shenanigans and tomfoolery out of the bag, and GC's definitely having a hard time adapting. I don't know if GC's having a hard time adapting or Cozy's just doing it really well.
I mean, it is playoffs, so like, I would say like, oh, you keep your strats hidden for playoffs, but the cat face on sniper isn't a hidden strat.
Yeah, no, the cat face has been doing that for years.
That's like a thing.
Yeah, it's like how certain players are like players who play
I guess
spy.
The whole dynamic of like, Speedy on the combo might change the pace of the game potentially because like another calling dynamic there. That could be an excuse for like, oh, we weren't used to the style which they play. I also don't know if these guys weekly each other or not. We learned in the previous BO3
a 4 and 5 team do not. Maga and Mafia.
Yeah, they don't scrim each other on a regular basis, so they went in blind. They didn't know like, oh, this player likes to off class. Like, oh, this person never does fake bombs. If he's in the air, it's always to land on someone, like, you know, little quirks and stuff that you use to like get an edge over someone. Or
Yeah.
even just like, oh, these guys are always passive. They never do aggressive mids no matter the map, you know, stuff like that. I actually don't know what the case is between these two teams. I think we might have asked them on Metalworks. But you know, one, I don't remember because that was a long time ago. Two, things change sometimes, you know.
Things do change, especially roster switch ups, all that good stuff.
Yeah, sometimes you cancel your weekly and replace it with something else.
It's where they unpaused twice, but they're still paused again. So I don't know. Maybe they're unpausing to see if Dingo's still lagging or something.
He probably still is lagging.
Yeah.
They like let him in the server and then he's like checking his net graph or something like that.
Yeah. Although they didn't unpause for that long. I don't know. We'll have to hear from them what exactly is going on. But
at this point,
it's always sunshine.
My guess is either his internet is not fixed and they're like trying to figure out like the over under on like getting a ringer for him, or like when is it a lost cause?
Yeah.
Or like someone has Uber and they're like trying to figure out how to navigate like getting rid of the Uber but still like having what you previously had, because like maybe, for example, both teams like had 40 or something.
Why is it always sunshine?
Yeah, I mean,
there we go.
We were shown from process. We got a sneak peek of what was to come.
Yeah. Okay, people, they have unpaused. People are sliding around.
Yep, it's even. Hannah's building. It is a 30 ad because May died earlier than Hannah.
My game is so laggy. I don't know if that's
It's yeah, from the pause.
Even for the pause, it's worse than normal. But love to see
go away.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter in the long run. But
I wonder if this is an ad they're gonna use. It doesn't look like they want to use it. Like it's too.
Yeah, they're not like they don't. Dingo's like kind of chilling. I'm watching Dingo to see what happens.
Never mind. They were just really.
Yeah, Dingo's going in. Okay, Dingo's so deep, but they're all the way out. No picks to be had.
Behind.
Yeah, Quacks is behind, so I guess that is technically a pick. But, one does not simply 1v1 Quacks. Quacks is all the way out to the wrong last.
He's gone.
Yeah, he is very out.
Oh, Dingo's lagging in the middle of this Uber. He's stuck. He's sitting alone. Look at Dingo. Look at Dingo. Look at Dingo. Look at Dingo.
No.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
I know.
Look at him. Crash the whole free kill for me. Kill the demo, man. He gets Catface as well. Oh my God, Catface. You let him kill your demo and then you die as well. Come on.
Catface watched that, like the murder happen, and then Catface himself got murdered. That's a full wipe.
He got jump scared. He saw his Demoman dying flash before his eyes, and he was frozen in shock.
Yeah.
What
I think Catface saw his happening going like, what? Yeah, that is terrible. They didn't even pause here, which is the weird thing.
No, they didn't. They realized it later. They probably like, okay,
there's the pause. Also, Kev was on spy. Okay,
and then here's the other pauses. And okay, yeah.
I'm reading through the chat. Okay.
They're communicating that they don't
get
have...
the 60 and we go. Okay, yeah. So they were having Uber issues.
Okay. Okay. Well, that was a really poor time to lag, but honestly, the rest of the team full wiped anyway, so I don't think it mattered actually that much.
Yeah, it didn't matter that much, but they're waiting until they get 60% and then they go to make the Ubers even and fair.
All right, yeah. So they have 60 now. How sportsmanlike? Maybe Sunshine isn't that bad after all. They have 60. They're pushing
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, trying to kill the gun. It is going to go down as only level 2. Onto the heavy immediately. Sin Karma's missing some damage there, but it doesn't matter if he is going to eventually die. The Soldier's bomb in, try to kill them, and will indeed get some damage, but not quite enough to actually seal the deal, as they're going to have to give up a lot here. They're trying to block the point. No Uber. 99%! Just barely. Does Global Clan have enough to take this round, tying up the game 2-2?
Even if they got Uber, it wouldn't have mattered, but it's really funny. They actually went out of their way to make sure everyone had the correct Ubers, and then they died to 99% because it actually mattered.
Yeah, you mind if we have 61% next time, perhaps?
Yeah, 61, yeah. So much for honesty, right?
Yeah. A little fib, a little white lie.
Yeah,
but
never hurt anyone.
Yeah, a new mid, new you. Let's see who comes out on top this time. It's the Valley mid to the side of Global Clan is trying to bomb around. Are the soldiers making space? Might land on a May. We go. Sin Karma gets locking it across the map.
Trip hack and a nice rock bend to Hannah. Hannah is dead.
On a May. Oh, not quite enough. And yeah, with Hannah dead, no heals. It's just the scouts for Global Clan. Both on their own half of the map. They don't have enough to really do anything here. Only Trip died. And once again, the counter initiation from the side of Global Clan. Quacks jumped behind under the choke and tied up a singular player, but not the players that were actually trying to run forward and steamroll Global Clan.
Yeah.
So, it seems like there's a bit of disconnect when it comes to focus fire. They're not preventing Koji from, like, finding their man. Like, if they say they want to shoot a target, everyone's able to get to that person, spare, like, the one scout whose job it is to kill the soldier. That's about it. No one else is, like, in threat whatsoever. So Cozy find themselves full Uber at on the opposing 2 in lobby, getting it for an Uber, and here it comes.
Dingo's bombing.
Pyro. Pyro's dead.
Fire's dead. Quax is Quax got lock and loaded, so Quax is out of the fight. They're just now starting to edge the cap, but there's nobody to block it. Okay,
no
finally they're there to
either.
block it, but that's just free kills for Dingo. They're gonna be on the point. They're getting kills, but not enough. As that's gonna be another round for Cozy.
And 5 minutes left until infinite overtime. I'm getting some rounds on the board for both these teams, but Cozy is leading 3-2, so we'll see what happens the next time around. Shamu checking for sniper just to be safe. Will not find one, so they're gonna plan appropriately. And we'll see what happens this mid is. So far, Cozy, their aggression has worked out in dividends. GC just need to tweak 1 or 2 things in the way they're trying to stuff them, and things can roll out in their favor. But easier said than done, so we'll see how
Dingo
things
getting a
roll
little
out.
bit bullied on mid, but Sin is also hurt. Sin is getting bullied.
A lot of
Sin is... Wait, Dingo's so aggressive. Dingo's getting sauced. Hold on, Dingo. I thought Dingo had the play, but both demos are just going to trade out, but it's a slaughter. GC are just going to kill 4 players. They're going to lose Hannah, they're going to lose Sin, but I think you take those in the end of the day.
Actually did a pretty good job from GC this time around. They're figuring it out.
Oh, Trip got his man.
That's going to be helpful. I also will say that
Trip's behind.
Cozy split their attention. They actually didn't focus fire that hard. Like, because Trip went in, got damage on the medic, and only after Hannah was finished with her surf did Kev bomb in.
Yeah.
So they weren't...
Trip is trying to spawn camp, but he's going to get hunted down by Grape Juice, so... Nice kill for Grape Juices. Trip's reign of terror is going to end as
so
they're going to refight mid.
Oh, Catface, maybe blindsided. Some damage on his Sin Karma, trying to escape. Gets the pill. Speedy finding Quacks over finding his own Tetris. Going to be able to live for now. One player out. Oh, the bomb in. Nice job from Kev. Take down Sin Karma. No Dillman available for the red team as they're trying to take the point. Grape Juice on top of the bell tower, trying to spam him down. His Dingo, but not quite hitting the lock and loads.
They're scratched down.
One of the soldiers just killed Scrap. He shot the rocket onto the shack and it blasted the stickies into his scalp. Quack's dying as well. Oh no, how the cookie crumbles. Please roll that back eventually. I know we don't have live rollback, but I want to see that in the replays at the end of the match, please. That was so funny. So
unfortunate. Was that Grape Juice or Quacks?
It was Grape Juice. I think it was Grape Juice.
I think it was Grape Juice.
He did a fake bomb and shot a rocket where the scouts would land on the shack, but there were sticks there. But the sniper play from scratch gets the drop on the May. No Uber available, and now the script is flipped. No heals either, so they can try to poke around and see if they can get through for free. But be careful, they're poised to go behind. They find
Trip gets Quacks.
Scratch out and about a bit early without his team, gonna eventually die. They're still roaming around here. Catface is gonna die in dungeon. Speedy dead as well. Kev finds himself on last. Needs to fight the scout, but Kev will not
good
be
play by
successful.
Shimmer there. Hit his shots right when he needed it the most.
They bought time, but not really.
Yeah, not enough.
I mean,
not enough people
they'll
to keep
respawn. Actually, they'll get forwards, maybe. Yeah, they'll get forwards.
Yeah, they'll get forwards. Catface on sniper. Has Catface left forwards or is Catface chilling? Let's see.
He's around there. I don't know if he's left yet.
Yeah, he's hiding in forwards. He's hiding. Okay, that's
seen.
smart. I like that.
This
is actually
showing up late.
This is an underrated forwards to hide it. Everyone always hides in the process one, but this one's really good.
They're just Ubering in. They're not finding anyone though. Sin Karma jumped towards Cafe, but they were already gone in a way. And Cafe still inside the forwards. When will he open it?
He's gonna wait to shoot players on the point. That's what you do. You hide in forwards, shoot like a play. Like look, they're literally.
Oh, he's open.
Oh, but they perfectly sat. They sat behind the wooden thingy, so you couldn't see him. Very heads up positioning there.
Yep, full ad for the side of the blue team. Gonna go Valley this time around. We'll see the pace which they take. I think most teams just pop straight through, but it doesn't look like they're going for that angle. Just biding their time.
Kev's getting a full buff now. Kev got piped.
He's not really making space. He's kind of doing it now.
Well, he had 300 and then got piped, and his bomb went nowhere.
May surfing it. Only took a little bit of damage. Grape Juice not really prepared to go in. Just in Karma jumping away, so there's no traps. Leave one, keep going. Probably is the call. This is a very huge advantage. They don't really have enough in the tank to actually block this as they're going through Cafe towards the left-hand side from the offending perspective. Trip high-leveling in, finding Grape Juice potentially. Fires a pre-fire rocket, catching. They want to chase him. They want to get this Romo frag up the staircase, but no, will not chase. They realize that they want to take a free 2. And by the time they Uber in, if they did, Red would get theirs in time. So good discipline from the side of Speedy and friends. Just take what you can get a free 2, and up to a stalemate, trying to break into the opposing team's last.
This is really scary for GC because the infinite overtime is about to kick in, and they only need
40 seconds.
Yeah, they only need one more round for the side of Cozy to win once they hit that. So they have no incentive here to play the game up until infinite overtime's over.
Trip in. I think he got boosted by the stickies at least a little bit. Catface is going to die to the sentry gun, and Trip as well.
That's a 2-man.
So Shamu's racking up the crits.
Yeah, last time we saw him with the crits, it went very well.
He's not even rebuilding his gun. He killed it and is just wandering around now. He could at least plop down to level 1. I guess he doesn't have the metal for it. But Look at him go. He's up on Bats. He's poking.
If I saw Shamu with the crits, I
He's
would
gonna
fear.
walk onto a trap. Oh, they didn't get damage on him though. Quacks on spy to check.
A dingo chased him, which is an actual like psychopath thing to do.
They know that the Catface is on sniper because they checked, so Scratch will go ahead and spawn up on it to defend the gun and the rest of his team. Gun will only get built up now because Shamu didn't build it up earlier. So not gonna have a level 2 here for bombs, but the Scratch shot will hit and Kev will die. So Catface still taking an angle despite the one man down.
Just chilling there.
Grape Juice making moves in dungeon, trying to go for a timing. Trip kind of thwarts him, might be able to get the kill, but okay, Dingo.
Dingo gets it in the end. Had the exit wrapped up, so that's gonna be another one man, but means that both teams are down a player, but they're gonna try to make space on this left side here with Catface, but nobody's really peeking him right now. In fact, everyone's just hiding in the corner waiting for someone else to peek.
Yeah. Oh, Kev is on the banner. I didn't even realize that.
I hear the shots ring off, but not that much damage. Catface is gonna rotate over the other side.
Trip's just in.
Catface is wide swinging. Oh, he's going for the hero shot.
Going for the 2-man. Does not work out. Kev almost got that solo force, honestly. I think he just missed a rocket. Only a little bit of damage on a Hannah. But overall, it's a 2-man. Scratch still on sniper, not swapping off. Actually, no, never mind. He is swapping off just a little bit late. Sim kind of poking around the bottom left area from his attacking perspective, but no sacks quite yet. Speedy taking some damage over on the valley side. They're fine for now, getting the respawners. It looks like it will not be a counter sack. GC will go for. Looking like they might be going for a mid-reset angle here. Once again, Quack.
I think they wanted to push or wanted to do something, and then like Grape Juice got like their men had to book Grape Juice, which means other people weren't healthy. So then they just kind of were just like, let's just go back to West.
Quack's checking, finds nothing. Gun getting built up on the left-hand side, and
Trip getting sauced in the door, gonna back up. Trip
spamming a bit.
Gonna get a pack. I assume Trip's gonna sack here. How does Trip gonna sack here? What do you think? Is he just he's going top?
They spammed on this gun for free, and then Trip just bombs in from the door he's at. Honestly, they're not.
He's reloading. Let's see his Trip going.
GC's doing a really bad job at preventing Cozy from spamming. They're so much more passive than they really should be.
Trip just Sin just has like the floor stickies like on the top right, which is preventing like Trip from like bombing or going in super deep, but it also just means the gun dies instantly.
Yeah, they can still peek. So they're set up here.
Oh, honestly, I hear a banner. Kev popped the banner.
Is this a dry?
Yeah, they have a banner.
Yeah, it's going in.
Oh, the engineer! They kill
Shamu. Trying to go for this force.
They're just on the point. They might just win.
They're Uber. May dropped off the high ground. May wants to commit for this. It is a better Uber.
Don't blame him. Look at that point.
They're kind of unhealthy though. This isn't necessarily a done deal. Have a bit of a flank angle from the side of Kev. Hannah's gonna die, so no heals. This is played fast though, on top of the cap, and Cozy will take the game 4-2. Hey, hit my pred. Nice.
Good job.
But Cozy will win the BO3. They take Process. They take Sunshine. They will move on to the upper bracket finals tomorrow, while Global Clan will move down and to the lowers and will have to fight against the Mafia for elimination.
That should be a good game, but so Cozy gonna move on to upper bracket. Probably gonna face against the winner of Freotech versus Maga. Freo won. Okay, so we're gonna play versus Freotech at some point tomorrow. But that was a good game from both teams. But I think overall because you just look more dominant overall. I feel like they had so many different things they just threw at GC, and GC just could not adapt or counter any of them.
They had a much bigger playbook.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's huge when you don't know a team. Like, you can get bits and pieces and be less surprised when you play, like, a team over and over again, and you're not having to deal with, like, a new roster especially. But when you go into these, like, fully blind or at least semi-blind matches and you don't have anything to go off of, whatever team has more plan Bs and plan Cs, not even if things are going wrong, but just to, like, for variety's sake, it pays off heavy. And I think we definitely saw that on a Cozy side.
Yeah, I think that overall well played. We got to look at the logs here, see what actually happened. I'm opening them now, and holy, okay, Sin did a lot of damage again. Dingo's up there as well, but Dingo also barely took any damage. Dingo took like less damage than like Speedy on Scout and Scratch on Scout, so Dingo playing very good defensive demo, I suppose. Although Dingo did go deep during those Ubers. I saw some full sends from Dingo.
Yeah. But so
when he wasn't lagging out.
Big pause, and Sin Karma still over 300 GPM.
Yeah, so
putting out the damage.
Yeah, Sin's putting out the damage, which I don't know how much more what more you can ask, but overall, kind of tough for GC. Grape Juice, sad stat line, especially Roamer on Sunshine. It makes sense.
Yeah, I mean he gets a little bit of a pass because of the pause, it
Yeah.
looks worse than it actually
It
is.
looks way worse than it actually is.
But even regardless of the pause, like you re-upload the logs with the pause in it, it still wouldn't look that great.
Yeah.
But that's your life sometimes, you know. You gotta
The rumor life.
Yeah, you gotta sacrifice yourself for the team, and when these dissad situations, and sometimes you know just doesn't really work out in your favor.
Yeah, Quack's got 7 med picks though. I think GC lost, but I think that was a very dominant showing from Quacks in particular.
Quacks kept them in this game. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah,
He
without Quacks,
kept
it
them in
would have been a
this game
disaster.
hard. It would have been like a 5-1 if Quacks wasn't there.
Yeah, Quacks is playing out of his mind, but 2-0 results, unfortunately.
But honestly, props to Global Clan for making sure the med deaths were at least equal.
Yeah.
For as much as they were losing Hannah, they were making sure that at least May was dead, and that I think that kind of helped them. It also was another thing that kept them in the game, regardless of the player that contributed to the death. But at the end of the day, 2 rounds was a done deal. So Cozy Black take it 4-2, moving on, and
I think that's it for us.
I think that's it.
Because Cozy usually doesn't do interviews, and
Yeah. No, unless they get a nice upset win and they view themselves as the favorites, so they don't view this as an upset win.
yeah. Makes sense.
So before people file out, tomorrow's games are starting
5
earlier than today's
PM EST?
because there's 3 BO3s, not 2.
Yeah.
So it's starting earlier, 5 EST.
Yep, so
So-
be there or be square.
And prepare yourself, West Coasters. But I think that is going to be it for today. Bracket should be updated, so you can take a peek at it if you wanted to see how everything went down for all the teams. There were 6 BO3s played today. We only casted 2 of them. There are a couple others were casted, I think, by Fireside.
Fireside
and
casted
and
too.
some got missed. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think all of them got casted. So you can take a peek of the standings if you want to see like who
Yeah,
did
Furtech-
what or who won what.
Wow, Fortech in semifinals is the 1 seed. Who could have seen that coming?
Yeah. If you're curious what happened on Global Clan versus Rome, Rome won a sultry game, so it took them to a 3rd map. I think a lot of people probably wouldn't. We do have interviews.
We
They're
have
coming.
interviews, all right.
They're just slow. Okay.
Makes sense.
But yeah, this is the bracket. So tomorrow will actually Anglerfish vs. Rome should be updated. I think the game's not finished yet. That is a game that was happening
Okay,
today
so that's
at the same
ongoing?
time. Yeah, so that will also be eventually updated with a score of who is the first team to be eliminated.
Okay.
But tomorrow's games, we're probably going to cast the semis for versus Cozy.
I would assume.
Yeah, at the same time, it'll be Maga County versus the winner of Anglerfish versus Rome, and then Global Clan versus Mafia as well. I don't know which one Fireside is casting. The other one, I don't know if it'll get casted. Maybe Fireside too. Oh no. Some of these games get missed sometimes.
Yeah, it happens.
But after we're done casting the semis at 5, I think like 7:30 or something, we'll be casting lowers round 3, and then after that at 11 or something, we'll be casting losers round 4, and that'll be Saturday. 3 separate BO3s, and then the finals is Sunday at 8 EST all by itself. So that's the schedule. we have.
Dolphin just added you with the schedule. There we go.
Oh, well, I have chat closed, so.
Oh, very, very wise decision. Yeah, they said they're going to do interviews, but I don't believe they're doing interviews. Which is fine by me either way. I'm just,
It was a long night either way.
That's a good troll, honestly. Say you're doing interviews and then don't actually go show up for the interview.
Hey, look at it this way. They're confident. Just beat. Oh, they joined the Discord. That's why. It's simple. Just beat Froyo tomorrow and then get your interview then.
True.
Otherwise, why would it be, interviews twice in a row?
Makes sense. Maybe they got some beef they gotta let out,
Do they even have the mumble?
I don't know.
Yeah, Speedy said that we were in the RGL Discord.
Oh, well, maybe some of them don't have mumble anymore.
Here they come. There's May at least.
May knows what's up.
They'll slowly file their way in. It takes a sec.
What up?
Welcome, May. Rest of the team filing in. Slowly but surely. A Catface and Trip coming. We got a couple of you guys in here, so congratulations on your victory. It was hard fought. Pretty dominant performance a lot of the time. Were you guys really confident in how the pick bans landed once it was all said and done? Were you happy with what they picked and what the tiebreaker was?
Yeah, I'd say we were very happy about it. Sorry, Catface, but we were So we were always planning on picking process first because we knew that it was kind of fortunate. They're like, or I guess it's a little unfortunate, really. One of our best maps is also their like permaban worst map. So that's Gully Wash. We weren't really going to be able to play that, but we've been doing pretty well in process recently, so we always knew that would be our pick. And then we were really surprised when they picked Sunshine because we were really expecting them to do maps that they had practiced more versus us, but they went to Sunshine, which was kind of a question mark for both teams, I'd say. And I think it played out pretty well. The third map, Viaduct, didn't get to play it, but that's a map we feel really confident on. So if it ended up going there, I feel like it would have been good.
Well, what map were you expecting them to pick?
Let's just not talk about that.
Trade secret.
True. I mean, you know, I gotta ask sometimes. Sometimes I get the secret. But when it comes to process, you said you were confident. Were the before and after, like how you feel like you were going to win and be successful? Did it work out the same way, or did you think you won via other means? Because I know there was a lot of sniper right off the bat. There was some flanking. Do you think everything went to plan, or did you have to adjust a little bit to get the victory?
I think process, it was our map pick. We were much more in control of process, but Sunshine kind of got a little out of control because we were making a lot of stuff happen, but we didn't necessarily need to as much on that map. So it kind of just like got away from us on Sunshine. The first map we were definitely way more in control of, though. At least it felt like.
The score was more in control too. It was like what, 5-1?
Yeah,
that's as good as you can get. Almost.
There was a lot more that was slipping through the cracks on Sunshine than there was on process. We were definitely like more prepared for process, I think.
I feel like we were also getting a little silly on Sunshine. After I ate my buffalo steak sandwich, we were kind of
I was laughing so hard when you did.
I was having a meltdown at one point in confusion.
And like you pulled up the steak and I was like, oh, it's over. And then you like didn't die.
And then you didn't die, and it was like, is he about to get a mini crit melee kill somewhere? But we weren't so lucky.
I also liked when Dingo lagged out in front of Catface and you just like had to watch Dingo die, then you also died. It's like Dingo's like staring
I was stun locked, bro. I was just staring at my demo man.
That's what we were saying. We were saying like you were just frozen because you were watching something so strange that it slipped you up. One thing though I should probably ask first is this like some team, like we watched the 4 and 5 teams and they went in blind because they don't actually scrim each other normally. Do you guys actually scrim these guys so you know like kind of what to expect, or did you go in completely blind and just had to like fix things on the fly?
We have a weekly with Global Clan. Scrims have kind of been weird for us recently though because we've had a lot of ringers. So we have a weekly against them. So we've definitely had like consistent practice against them throughout the season and had a pretty good understanding of like what they would try to go for, especially on Sunshine. We had a certain understanding of the maps that they liked and the maps that they would pick, and I guess our understanding of that was wrong. But I think we had pretty good practice for them throughout the season. I think they had actually been beating us in scrims mostly, like recently, but we knew what it was, and like I said, it was just like a lot of ringers, so implementing the changes in the match was pretty easy as long as we like keep our heads. Yeah, exactly.
And scrims, I feel like we also play quite differently to how we do in the matches. We really pull out all the stops in the match that are not very fun to play against, or play with, so we don't really bother with them. But in matches, we can run sniper, banners as much as we want. Do whatever.
A lot of corner hiding.
Do whatever we can.
I saw Catface found some good corners to hide in.
The map is my buffet, and I am KCO.
One thing that I was kind of curious about, especially with like changes to a roster so soon, especially on the combo, nonetheless, did that change, like putting Speedy like as an addition to the team on such an important role as combo scout? Did that change up any of the calling dynamics at all, or no?
A little bit. Speedy definitely communicates a lot within the combo, at least like coordinating with the other members of the combo. We've had different combo scouts throughout the whole season, so it's been a constant change up of like the calming structure and stuff like that. We had Scouty, and I was pretty good at coordinating with Scouty, but yeah, it's changed pretty consistently. I think Speedy's done a really good job since he's come in. a lot of communication, a lot of stuff that's important. Like, if people are bombing onto me, he communicates that they're bombing onto me, and I'm able to live in a lot more situations because I have that call.
Speedy, how did your scout debut feel?
Oh, it was cozy. It was so cozy.
The Scout Paradise. If all the maps to like play Scout on, too, you get like Product and Sunshine, which like the two like most fun Scout maps. Other than maybe
I'm just happy I got to play Scout because I haven't played Scout in years.
I remember you played Scout in Highlander a long time ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Oh, right, well, you guys had to give any MVPs. Who would you give your MVP to?
Speedy for ringing the match and playing well. Playmaking wise, probably Catface.
My shout out for playmaker goes the Quacks for the enemy team. That guy's goated.
Quacks was hitting some insane stuff on Sunshine.
Yeah, he was the salvager for Global Clan for sure.
Who do you guys think the MVP is?
Sunshine, me.
I saw some. Yeah, I'm about to say Trip was putting in some work on Sunshine. He had
the
like
process. We don't talk about it.
A couple of really good flanks on Sunshine where they just like forgot Trip existed and then got like 4 sick rockets off.
I'm about to be real. I think Kev on process was kind of crazy. Going 20-8 on Soldier. That's kind of.
Oh yeah, tricky. Yeah. Process kept popped off.
How many of those kills were on Sniper?
He went 20. He went like 17-6 on Soldier, I think.
Ooh,
yeah, well, 17-6.
Process Soldier, that's clean.
Yeah.
A floor Soldier.
Honestly, a team that is difficult to actually pick an MVP for just kind of shows that you guys are, pretty good at, covering for each other, and you don't have to have moments where one person just like puts the whole game on their back and carries forward. So maybe in some ways, having multiple people having a chance to be like the MVP in shiny moments is a good thing for your team.
Yeah, I like our playbook. We have a lot of people that can shine in a lot of moments, and we've only been getting better at it recently. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. We play against Froyo.
Speaking of which, you guys excited for Froyo?
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to get that upper seed advantage going into the grand finals for sure, 100%. We're not too like dead set on getting the victory. We're more than content with having to like brawl through whatever. But if we can get that upper seed advantage, it would be really nice. We feel pretty confident for it.
Yeah. So I will actually be coming back tomorrow. I believe after our Froyo match. So
yeah,
for whatever grand finals, if we have to play lower finals, we'll have Psy back. So our full roster will be assembled for once.
But if we just win, then we're probably gonna have Speedy.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. Good luck. 5 EST tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks for the cast. You guys did a great job, as always.
Thanks. All right, well, I think we're trying to go over to the shout-out phase and go ahead and end the stream for tonight as we'll move on to more games tomorrow. Any final thoughts or shouts before we close out the stream, starting with Catface?
Shout out to KCO_ being live playing Roblox. That guy's my goat and inspiration. Shout out to Scratch and Quacks, all of you guys. Shout out to Anglerfish for fucking warming us up.
For scrimming,
fucking
yeah.
Absolutely good.
Nice.
I owe Great Mage a hat.
What about you, mate?
Yeah, shout out to the other team. They played well. Shout out to the team that scrimmed us. And shout out to Sai. He'll be here tomorrow. That's it.
Trip?
Shout out to the male Discord. Don't join it, but shout out to it.
What about you, Space?
Yeah, shout out to everyone playing a good game. Shout out to the lock and load, really cool that weapon is. Seeing some wonderful content out of it. Also, shout out to whoever started calling it the football. Quite funny and very accurate.
Tom Brady pills.
Yeah, exactly. The Tom Brady pills. Shout out to just a lot of memes and shenanigans today, which I approve of. Also, shout out to Sunshine not taking like 2 hours, what like I was fully expecting it to because the pauses.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the matches today had some moments where it felt like a bit of a fever dream, but it was entertaining nonetheless. Shout out to the teams for playing, and of course all the people that were watching throughout the evening and night. But going to be closing on for tonight as we move on to tomorrow. Still more games, so make sure you're around to catch them as the stakes are only getting higher as teams begin to get eliminated, and you don't want to miss the next match we'll be casting. But for tonight, that'll be it for us. I've been Jarrett, casting a Space Ghost with Dolphin on production. Thank you, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.